So I when I went to go buy alcohol today, they didn't card me, and I think I've reached that point in my life where the store clerk just takes a look at me and goes, "Yeah, he's over 21."
He looks dead enough inside.
Okay, I'm back. What now?
Store clerk didn't card me when I was buying a bunch of alcohol, and I can only assume because they looked at me and said, "Yes, he's over 21."
Yeah.
Game journalism layoffs and why this is a bad thing for the game industry. Indeed.
The absolute copium.
Yeah, that's some hypercopium.
My favorite part is they're like, the gaming community is harmed when hostile market forces push talented writers and editors. Like, bruh, you aren't talented.
No, man's got a point. Man's got a point. Chris Avallone got removed from a whole bunch of shit and ruined Dying Light 2.
Oh no, I know. But like,
but the
he's
assumption is
defending-
he's making the assumption that he is talented.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, that fits into the fan fiction we're talking about today.
Oh.
Oh God.
Right
Anyway.
for the throat.
Hmm?
Right for the throat.
Oh yeah. Speaking of funny little things, so Gray and I have a Discord for our stories, and someone posted in the Discord, I just finished reading your story up until the end of right where you guys left it. I hope it's not dead anymore. And I posted a picture of the word count from the latest chapter that we're working on, which is currently sitting at 13,000 words.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, since the start of Undying Scarab, I've moved 8 times, was homeless for a month, and I've had 5 different jobs. So, it's not entirely because I'm lazy. Mildly, but not entirely.
Oh, only about half.
Yeah, about half. And then he starts being like, guys, Taylor is Jesus, because she was quoted by Quailer, who is actually an aspect of themselves because he's the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And then I go, speaking of drinking, I'm going to go buy some Holy Spirits.
Yeah, I like that your first thought upon seeing that was like, you know what? I need more funny juice.
You're right. I do need to restock on alcohol. Someone was just so fucking stupid that I couldn't do anything but go, you're right, I do need to be less sober.
Oh. I don't know if that speaks volumes to them or you.
Alright, so until Kaz gets here, we're going to be covering whatever the fuck else. So, what have we not done in a while that we could reasonably get away with doing? Percy Jackson? We haven't read a Percy Jackson story in a bit. How many African stories are there for... one.
How many what?
Afrikaans. How many stories are written in Afrikaans?
Huh. Okay.
Why?
Okay, no, hang on. Twitch, you just started the stream with an ad and you're already doing an ad break. A 2-minute ad break, really?
Really, Twitch?
Twitch is getting fucking thirsty for those views that
They're
you're not putting in.
they're desperate. All 6 of my viewers are supporting Twitch with all their might. Oh god, where's that fucking meme where it's like the guy struggling to carry that thing, and it's like all me and my friends, and it's like carrying the US economy. Oh god, anyway, so ratings all English on making up for lost time. The giant war is over. Percy and Annabeth are alive and reunited. Yet, they still lost months of their life thanks to Hera, and it's up to them to make up for lost time. Rated M for smut, because it's just a story about them having sex. You know, that speaks a lot more to what this author thinks Percy and Annabeth normally do. That they have to have months of sex to make up for the lost months of sex they didn't have.
I mean, do they bang canonically?
I'm not actually sure. Maybe? Flooding with the unexpected. Alternative universe. It took one phone call to create a massive turn of events that would shake Poseidon's world. Okay, fine. I'll click your story. Not because your summary is good, but because I need more information to work off of here. This story will be set in Poseidon's point of view. Poseidon is 36 years old in this story. Oh.
No magic.
It's a modern no magic AU. Yeah. Yeah. Alexa Barber and the Trial by Fire. Alexa is a young demigod who lost everything, as opposed to other young demigods who don't lose everything. I'm being sarcastic.
We couldn't tell.
She lost her mother, she lost her sister, she lost the only home she'd ever known, but does she walk the lonely road? On a boulevard of broken dreams. No? Nothing?
God
Man,
damn, Sneaky.
tough crowd. Tough crowd tonight.
I almost indulged you in that, and I just thought better of it.
I'm sorry, I was in the middle of getting business.
I'm not gonna ask.
Someone's trying to commission me for something. I'm doing a reply.
Is it really fucking dumb?
No, actually, it's for more
Alright.
cultivation.
Okay. In doing so, she found a better home. A home she'd walk through hell to protect, and family she would give anything for. Alright, so already off the bat, this is a pretty good summary. Not sure about the genres. Hurt Comfort. It looks like the fandom is unsure about this story as well, as despite having 65 chapters with 160k words, this story has only a mere 56 favorites. So that is less than one favorite per chapter.
Oof.
Yeah, it's not good. We got 20 reviews, so let's see what the reviews say. I had to reread the first chapter to remember what the fuck is going on in the story. So if you receive an extra review, that's from me. Sorry. However, let me cover chapter 2. It was interesting seeing how Alexa perceived Camp Half-Blood, though I really do hope that Jasmine isn't going to be a bully like Clarissa was to Percy. Given what she had to suffer through, I think that would make Alexa regress further instead of progress. However, I'd be very interested in seeing what you have for us in that regard. I like the idea that Mr. Rogers was a half-blood that got... God, I hate that.
Hurt.
So this is... I can't even get mad at the author for this. So basically, when this dude, Rick Riordan, came out with Percy Jackson, he basically just said every important person ever was a demigod.
Wait.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So he invoked the name of Mr. Rogers and said he's a demigod.
The author did.
The original author.
The original author, no. The original author was like George Washington was a demigod. Hitler was a demigod. Yeah. So all the big important historical figures are demigods, according to canon. According to this author's fanon, Mr. Rogers is in that number. Oh, also, most of Hollywood actors are Aphrodite's kids.
Yeah, I was about to say I could see it. I don't like it, but I can see it.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, fine, that's fair. It's basically the world reacting to the new canon you've introduced it to. But at the same time, it's really cringy to go around and retcon history to be like, oh, well, actually, my canon is what made that happen. Actually, what allowed America to be founded was my version of George Washington, who is half demigod, and that's why he was able to free America from the British, because he was half demigod.
But then wouldn't the British king at the time also be a demigod?
No,
How do you figure?
because he says so.
The original author.
Yes.
No, that contradicts.
No. See, only the people he likes or thinks are major historical figures are demigods. Everyone else just happens to be normal.
You know, I was hoping that by finishing my dinner and being 10 minutes late, I would have missed the stupidest stuff. It would appear that I was incorrect.
Silly Atin.
The only way you miss the stupid stuff is if you just don't show up. Come
Exactly.
on now.
Mr.
Listen, I'm
Rogers,
tempted,
the
but I am
Half-Blood
technically getting
Prince,
paid.
makes it. You know what? We might actually be getting paid someday because Amazon's apparently running 20 million fucking ads on my 6-viewer stream. So.
Rejoice, small child, rejoice.
I will rejoice indeed.
They took our jorps!
Indeed. Percy Jackson and the Half-Blood Prince, Mr. Rogers, makes welcoming, entertaining videos for children coming to the camp, making it easier for them to understand what the camp is. I haven't read the Percy Jackson series in a few years, so I've forgotten whether Rick Riordan made it canon that Mr. Rogers was the child of a god or not. I know certain problematic figures of history.
I'm sorry, what?
Hitler.
I see.
He's like, oh, certain problematic figures of history were demigods. And yes, Hitler.
We're the children of Hades.
Yes.
Hold up a second. Hades is like one of 3 Greek gods that were actually chill and just wanted to do their job and were like good people.
Yes.
No, yeah, see, unfortunately, Rick Riordan wrote Hades like, most popular media depicts him, which is angry and bitter about his job.
Okay, the only pop culture Hades that matters is Disney's, though.
Truth.
Like, at least he's having fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he was always my favorite recurring villain in Kingdom Hearts.
You know, I would have
because he was always a good boss fight.
Yeah,
Great.
he's great. I love his character. I love the voice actor. That he does such good work. Yeah. But more specifically on this one, I would like to see a Percy Jackson. I have seen them like floating around Tumblr occasionally of people rewriting Percy Jackson, but with Disney Hades in it instead.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Percy. Can I call you Percy? I'm calling you Percy. Percy.
You see, Percy, somebody, not saying it was you, but somebody took my fucking helmet.
Now, I don't particularly care for it, but it's my helmet.
And I am a god.
So,
I need that back, man.
I can't just let people take things from me, even if I don't really like it. And maybe they take my wife if I ask real nice.
I hope there's someone who's dubbed over the movie Hades
oh god.
like that. Please, that has to exist somewhere, right? Because he's not even in the movies for that long of a screen.
That's true.
screen time. Someone
Let's
could have
see.
done it.
You know what, Max? That sounds like the perfect thing for AI.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly. AI, write me in Hades and Percy Jackson, but he's played by Disney.
You know, no, hey, no. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go right now to the AI.
Oh shit! That's right. Percy Jackson's owned by Disney now.
Is
Oh, so this may be him. Cartoon Hades is voiced by Hercules Hades.
Wait, what?
What?
It would be good if he were.
I get it. Get it.
Sneaky, I think he said he wants a giant dick.
Yeah, I think he was telling us about his Bad Dragon purchase.
Weird
Fuck off,
flex, man, but okay, you do you.
I don't need to know that. I don't appreciate this being shared.
Fuck off, all of you.
Oh wow, that
No,
one came through.
that's what you're up to, mate. Apparently.
Yeah.
Did they let you get the Astolfo one that you were looking for?
No, they didn't have that one. I had to settle.
Yeah, so anyway, let's see here. It's more or less competently written. I mean, it looks like the action's a bit rushed, but there's really nothing to make fun of it for. Or, no, there's nothing really that sticks out to me either. There's no walls of text. The characters seem to be emotional. And then she just somehow ends up at Camp Half-Blood, somehow. So yeah, I mean, I can kind of see over the course of 4 years, holy shit, over the course of 4 years, about a chapter a month. Each chapter sits at roughly, not quite 3K words. Ooh, okay, yeah, I can sort of see why the favorites and follows are so low on this. If you're only getting a 2.5K word chapter every month,
Yeah.
then this is supposed to be
could
some
be a
sort
great story,
of
but
yeah. Well, I mean, the other problem is this is basically supposed to be a completely original character showing up at a different time frame. Like, this is not taking place the same time as Percy Jackson. I think it's taking place before Percy Jackson, as like just not a
So it's not in the main timeline.
Yeah, basically, it's not in the main timeline. It's an original character, not during the main timeline, and you're getting a 2.5K word update every month.
So it's a case of why should I fucking bother reading it?
Effectively. Now, is this the sort of story that I might give a chance if I came across it and it was completed? Sure. But until it gets to that point, it's almost like a why bother. Because, like I said, it looks competently written enough. Their punctuation's all correct. Their sentences are structured nicely. They do use a semicolon, which I don't appreciate, and they do open up with exactly what the character looks like within the first 2 paragraphs. But otherwise, I mean, it doesn't look too bad.
You're forgetting one important detail.
What's that?
That the author had this idea to begin with. All the other writing could be spot on, but the fact that they had this shitty idea and SI, OC, whatever,
Probably.
pre-canon,
Yeah.
it's just a failure and abortion of an idea to begin with. Yeah, no.
Like, look, it's not too bad, but I mean, the main issue that comes when you want to deviate from the canon timeline is you basically have to create a majority of the world yourself, because your character has to go on different adventures, fight different people with different motivations, and meet different people with different motivations. Which means you effectively have to write a completely original story yourself. And if you're not update like 156K words for a completely original story, with maybe half the time that it's taken this author to update it, would be more attractive. But just the sheer low word count and the slowness of the updates on top of it being a completely original world with a completely divergent lore you have to follow. Yeah, it's just too much with too little.
You'd have done better writing an original story.
Effectively. And this is the only story they've written. They don't favorite or follow anything else. This is literally the only thing on their profile. So, is what it is. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay, we're gonna skip that one. War is in his veins. Timothy was your average kid that no one else understands.
Oh boy, I don't like how that's starting.
Author.
Wait, hold on, I have to look something up real quick. I have to confirm my suspicions here.
And what might these suspicions be?
Yeah, here we go. Timmy is an average kid that no one understands. And does Mom, Dad, and Vicky always give him commands too, author?
Indeed. But it's all made bearable because of House Centaur.
By a magic little fish that grants his every wish?
Indeed.
Oh, God. Anyway.
Oh, so I wanted to say real quick. I'm gonna throw something in the Discord just because. I was at Comic-Con and I met up with an old friend, someone who's on the other podcast that I do, and she's a pretty good artist, and she did some 40K stuff, and I ended up commissioning something really dumb for Spy Times Family, but it's also great. Threw it in memes and shit, but I got an update on the sketch today. So it's Spy Times Family, but they're all members of the Inquisition.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Go look, it's great.
I am
And memes and
looking.
shit posts because, well,
Oh dear lord, Bond got a buff.
So
he is now a Fenrisian wolf.
Yeah, what's that? So what's that? Lloyd is an inquisitor.
Yep. Anya is the acolyte.
Yep. And what the hell is your fucking what the hell are those assassins?
Calidus
Yeah.
assassin.
Yeah.
Anya is adorable.
Like, I didn't even get all the stuff in the background, by the way, all the artists. Like, I was just like, here's my stupid shit post of my idea, and she's like, this is excellent.
I mean, honestly, this just looks like your standard D&D, so not D&D, Dark Heresy, Rogue Trader party.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I want to be a giant dog. Alright, okay.
I didn't even notice there's a head, because I originally got the update on my I didn't even notice the hand sticking out of the mouth.
Yeah.
Didn't notice the bear eating someone.
Hey, you know,
I noticed
he
the
was
bear.
focused on other things.
I didn't notice the bear was eating someone.
He was focused on other things. Anyway, so Timothy's life takes a mystical turn with his magic fish that grant his every wish. He finds out it may be even worse than the one he got so rudely yanked out of. Okay. To make matters worse, he earns the ire of his father.
What the problem of a magical wish-granting fairy does to literally everything in the Percy Jackson universe?
Oh, it'd be horrible, yeah. He earns the ire of his father, yet against all odds, he never gives up because war is in his veins. Uh-huh.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I guess Timmy goes on to become Hitler.
I mean, that would explain how he got the German economy functioning again.
Indeed.
A wish.
It took some literal fairy magic.
Ooh.
Listen, I make
Oh.
no apologies for that. The state that Germany's economy was in.
Well, I mean, all them debts post World War One.
What the fuck in the hell? God damn it, Twitch! I swear, fucking god.
Oh, what they do this time?
What the fuck off, Discord?
What's Discord done?
For some reason, Discord thinks I'm clicking on it, and I'm fucking McNaught.
Fucking McNaught, alright.
Yeah, it's a mass-produced knot. Anyway, so I'm just gonna casually post this in self-promotion. Fuck you.
What are you casually promoting? God damn it, that's not supposed to do, Sneaky.
What?
Well, no one else is using it.
Sorry, what has Sneaky done?
Posted the Twitch.
Oh no. Oh man, you're gonna have to apologize.
When
to a
Percy
lot of
turns
people.
into a trans guinea pig, transformations get a little weird. A story of a trans femme Percy, who's also going to be extremely gay.
Not a ham.
Wait.
This is polyamory.
I need you to repeat what you said because my brain refused to hear it.
When Percy is turned into a transformation guinea pig and then back, the transformation gets a little weird because Percy transforms into a female Percy. He's also going to be extremely gay. It's a giant woman pile.
Okay.
I mean, look at the author's name.
Oh yeah, gay Annabeth. I'm aware. I'm aware.
What were you expecting?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this sort of story really undermines the cover page that they've decided to put on this story. You know, because it's like, if he turns into a woman fully, magically, then he's not really trans.
That's not a cover page, Sneaky. That is the author's profile image.
Okay. Alright, fair enough.
Read the go click the author's click the author.
Ah.
I wouldn't read it out loud, but
Yeah, okay. Current projects are
Current projects are That's encouraging.
Ashley Potter. Yeah, events. Yeah. Non-binary Guinea. Trans masculine Neville. Trans feminine Luna.
We're just gonna make them all swap around here?
Well, Luna's already a girl, so I'm not really sure what the fuck trans femme is for a girl.
And Luna Neville is already a guy, so how can that be trans masculine?
I don't. Do I dare open up?
Story title: Percy gets her HRT. Percy excitedly takes her first dose of HRT. Fem Percy, trans Percy, bi Persabeth, Fem slash. Cancer.
Do you think I will get banned by Twitch for having a fanfiction podcast that reads the non-binary wiki?
Yes.
Yes.
Possibly.
Absolutely.
How many words the AI doesn't like?
I am aware. I will I will try
Here's
to...
the problem, Sneaky. You're already laughing. That's why the AI will ban you.
I I'm aware.
Like, you already can't keep a straight face, my man.
Can you blame him?
I'm not saying I blame him. I'm saying he has no chance.
I know, but it's just like, so I looked up what trans masc and trans femme meant, and it just means someone who likes doing girly or guy things occasionally, who isn't identifying always as a girl or guy. And it's like,
That's it.
that's
So a normal person?
that's called a normal fucking person.
That's not a normal person, because if they were normal, they wouldn't, quote unquote, not always identify as what they actually are.
Right, but if you're a guy who typically does air quotes girly things like gardening and cooking or whatever, right? This is hypothetical here. This is heavy air
Which,
quotes,
to be
literally fucking
clear,
everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you go do a air quotes guy thing like getting into a fist fight or some shit. That's just called living.
Yeah, I was about to say, none of those things are actually girly things.
Like
but okay.
it's honestly it's just I have to laugh at this shit because these are the same people that are like, oh, you know, we have to stop categorizing people and treating them in that. But also at the same time, we're now going to go and categorize every single action you can take during a day. You know, like, oh, gardening, that's feminine now. You know, drinking, that's masculine now. And if you're a woman and you like drinking, you're trans masculine. It's like, what?
I thought that just made them cool.
It's like,
No, girls who drink are not cool.
really?
I got news for you.
Misato believes differently. Misato believes differently on your server.
Yeah, okay, Misato's exception.
Yeah, that's what I fucking
okay.
thought.
Alright, yeah, let's move that goalpost a little harder, huh?
just load that goalpost up onto a fucking 18-wheeler there, side, because you're gonna need to be trucking.
Shall I call the movers? I know some good ones.
There's the meme of the 30-year-old alcoholic cougar, and then there's the reality of the 30-year-old alcoholic cougar, and I've had the reality. No thank you again. Never again.
Good news, Sneaky. Another ad break. They're so desperate for money from your stream. You only have one viewer according to Twitch.
I know, right? It's great.
Probably not.
Oh man.
But yeah, so anyway, I did just see this meme and I am gonna laugh at it momentarily. It's this knight saying, "See, we made it, I told you mapping dungeons is easy." And then behind them is the priest / cleric / generic healer that's like, "Look, you fucking piece of shit. We were in there for months. I have performed so many miracles to heal you that I am on a first-name basis with my god now. The amount of flesh I've grown back would have cured world hunger, and you could fill an ocean with the volume of blood I've generated to put back in your body, and then sail across it because I've replaced so much of you, you're the fucking ship of Theseus."
I want this meme.
Please share this meme.
I will indeed share this meme.
That's fucking great.
That is exactly the energy I wanted off that priest.
You know what? I'm gonna have, if I ever run a fantasy campaign, this is gonna be an NPC pair that show up every now and again.
Just every once in a while they come back to town. They've the party's just finished a quest.
The most spiritually buff priest you'll ever meet.
I do love that. I'm on a first name
Basis with my god.
I feel like the perfect extra line to that is I'm on a first name basis with my god, and now so are you.
Woo.
Hey, Jimmy, are you fixing up Ted again? Yeah. What was it this time? Mimic ate his leg.
You fell for it again, huh?
You know, listen, he had like 3 seconds of hesitation before he whipped the chest open this time. He's learning. You know, maybe after another 20 or so tries.
I need a revive now. How bad? Well, he's in 38 different places and I've only found 2 of them.
Oof.
I would love. Sorry, that's great. They just come back to town one day. It's like, oh wow, Jimmy, you raised yourself like 4 levels. Good job, man. Priest. What? Why can't I see your level?
Why is the priest level 483?
Yeah, it's quite literally like, yeah, no, so also the knight did also gain 200 levels in that dungeon, but lost about 188 of them getting revived.
Remember, XP penalties exist.
Oh, God. Yeah, so, this author takes, a very interesting interpretation of fanfiction and what should be publicly available. Such as a trans femme Harry Potter takes a piss on a grave. Transphobes shouldn't read this because I talk about girl dick in it.
Girl dick.
Yeah, you suck the girl dick, bigot. I don't care that you say you are lesbian and you don't suck penis. I'm a woman and identify as such.
You're getting too close to the line.
No, I don't think I am.
No, I think Sneaky crossed that line the moment he started that.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit too far, but don't worry. Like a stapler, I always snap back, and
That's the
Oh,
wrong
boy.
tool.
No.
I feel like I shouldn't say much here. Yes, that's a good plan. We're gonna move on. Brotherhood, Chrysandor. I like the name. Oh no, so your name is Chrysawar? I don't like that name as much. Chrysandor sounds much more awesome. Chrysawar.
What are you saying?
I mean,
Chrysawar. Yeah, no.
like I said, Chrysandor sounds way more awesome. But
Chrysaor?
Chrysor?
Why don't we just call him Chris and call it a day?
Because that Chris is in chrysanthemum.
You know what?
I hoped it was Chris, as in Chris Redfield, showing up at Camp Half-Blood. Because there's only one way to explain those muscles.
That would be cool.
We'll call him Spydar.
No, shut the fuck up.
Why? Do
don't-
you fear his name?
No! I fear the man who wrote him.
Spydar was always a pirate. When Poseidon punishes him for raiding places sacred to Zeus, he is given the option to become a normal demigod.
Whoa, Poseidon punishes a dude for raiding places sacred to Zeus.
No, the reason he gets the option to be demoted is because it's a punishment.
Wait, who the fuck is Chrysor? Is this a god?
No.
It's Chrysler,
is a
the
giant
god for whom
winged
all
boar.
Chryslers are named, Sneaky. Every time you visit a Chrysler dealership, he grows in power.
Indeed.
God damn it.
Chrysor is a giant winged boar of Greek mythology, the son of Poseidon and Medusa, and the brother of Pegasus. Really, Poseidon? You really tapped that?
I mean,
That's a
It's
part of
Poseidon,
the original
man.
myth. Like that's
Greek
why
gods.
that's why that's why Medusa was cursed.
Oh, right. Okay.
Remember, like
I thought he tapped her after she got cursed.
no, he
he
tapped her before she
before.
got cursed against her will, and someone was like, "Yo, I can't believe you slept with him." It's like it
No,
wasn't
that's
consensual.
right. Yeah, no, she ran into the temple of Athena,
And Athena
then
was like, "This is not my problem."
not only was it not a
It's
problem,
the-
how dare you? Because all of the priestesses of Athena, I think it was, are supposed to be virgins, and she was a priestess of Athena, and she got raped in the temple of Athena. That's what it was. And
Yeah.
Poseidon.
I
And
mean,
once
that's
Poseidon
just-
leaves, Athena's like, "I can't believe you. How dare you have sex in my temple? Curse upon you."
That's
Shitty.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Really not very progressive of you, Athena.
Yeah, well, these were the Greek gods. Because it's not like she could actually punish, Poseidon.
I think she just didn't try hard enough.
I personally think that she could have probably created an army out of all the people that Poseidon and Zeus had sex with, and,
No, yeah.
and then sent them after Poseidon and Zeus.
As a swamp, as a bucket of water.
When Perseus decapitates Medusa, Chrysaor and Pegasus spring forth, becoming Carliaho, the three-headed Drones and Enchilada.
Echidna.
No. It's an enchilada.
I like that we have three different things happening here now.
What flavor of cringe are we looking at today? Well, we were looking at some stuff that Twitch will probably ban me for earlier. Now we're looking at this guy who is...
Twitch won't. YouTube certainly will.
Yeah. So apparently this flying pig was always a pirate, but Poseidon punishes him for raiding a place sacred to Zeus, and he's given the option of becoming a normal demigod instead of...
A human, apparently.
Yeah, well, yes, a human. That's what I'm... yes. I'm just amused.
Oh damn! I thought we were getting the origins of Porco Rosco.
Porco Rosso? What?
I was just amused by the idea that the author is saying, "Oh well, yeah, well, the only normal demigods are the human ones." The author says completely seriously, without any sort of mockingness to it, despite the fact that Hitler is canonically a demigod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a very interesting...
the way it's being described, I'm thinking that Chris here was a normal human pirate who was punished by being upgraded to a demigod.
I mean, either way, it's really not making sense no matter how you square that circle.
No, it's not. That's why large part of why I'm confused at the moment.
Acting as an older brother, the world will know their strength. Okay, so it's just effectively I'm going to overwrite a character that already exists with my self-insert OC template, and he's going to become Percy's older brother who's going to travel through canon with Percy. Cringe.
Cringe.
Cringe. Do not grab her by her antenna. and
Who we're not
let
grabbing
her
by their
in
antenna?
with her wife. The fucking shit moth posted.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
That's a recent meme template. And I like it because it's adorable.
Oh, Max, did you see? Did I send you the one with Bernie?
Yes.
Yeah, that is
Good,
pretty cute.
good.
That one's a joke though. 'Cause she's not coming out.
No. If you tell her you have a cake, she will.
She's gonna notice there's no cake very quick.
Anyway, my phone power just went from 25 to 10 in 5 seconds of opening the stream. That's because I subsist off of your agony and pain, and the phone has to lose some power to do that. Send it to me.
That's how Sneaky keeps his electric bill down.
Yeah, it's actually true.
He's sapping specifically your phone
Yep.
and only yours. That's why he keeps paying. It's why he keeps paying.
I'm
full
summoned
price.
again. Just plug your phone in. What, do you not have chargers? Did you
No,
know?
Sneaky, these are all the same people that don't own a mobile phone in the first place.
Oof.
Instead of sending thoughts and prayers, send him your phone battery charge. Indeed, I need more power.
I need more power. All right, Sid.
I mean, I was gonna say call me Virgil, but yeah, that works too. Not near an outlet. Well, that sounds like a you problem.
So go to an outlet. This is the
Um,
21st century, my dude. This is not
They're
some kind of
everywhere.
rare animal.
You don't know when his house was built.
A Black Heart by Che-Reg Theseus 2008. Percy Jackson, son of Poseidon, gets adopted by the god of the dead, but lowercase dead, not uppercase dead, becoming the child of the two strongest gods. Now he has been living in the underworld ever since. Soon circumstances make him come out of Hades' lair, making him the target of several immortals. He now has to protect his siblings himself and become the child of prophecy. This is V2 rewrite of Raging Seas.
Oh, no.
Boy.
Let me go plug my phone into a tree. Yeah, dude, just go do it.
Have we ever seen a V2 that actually improved things?
Yes. Once.
That rare animal
Once.
exists.
Oh yeah, no, by Earth the King. It was called Mass Effect Origins V2, and it's a 1.5 million word Halo Mass Effect crossover, complete fusion world, with humanity being the UNSC.
That's
Right,
right.
that's
That's right. That was a dramatic improvement.
It was also a dramatic improvement to the story of Mass Effect.
Well, yeah, because the Reapers showed up and they're like, "What's a Mac gun?"
Your shit got a little wild. The Destiny Inheritance Cycle fanfic was slightly better. The original was pretty solid too. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that one was pretty good. But it's very rare. Maybe like 1 out of every 10 V2s. Welcome to the Jacksons. Percy, Annabeth, and Piper move into an apartment together. Oh, I'm sure that doesn't backfire. As a housewarming
Hey, listen,
gift.
listen. If Percy's about to get Piper and Piper's about to get a decent man, I'm okay with that.
Percy's about to pipe her. Piper, I hardly even know her. As a housewarming gift, Aphrodite shows up and gives them a decorative statue, which has the added benefit of giving them all of the ability to charm speak people inside their home. A sequel to the events of Love Underwater. So basically, they're
what?
going to drag
Also-
people into their house.
Yeah. By the way, Sneaky, my first thought was, it's a statue of Debelia.
Also, Jesus Christ, is that really something he posted for the V2? Guys, I was 16 when I wrote the original story. I'm married with 3 kids now. Fucking May, man. Hey, you know what? Say what you will about him as an author. He's doing the right thing. I don't want a population collapse to occur.
Yeah? So do your part, Sneaky. Go have a couple kids.
I
Genghis-
think that's the opposite of what I should do.
Sneaky, I want you to outdo Genghis Khan for the number of children you have.
I don't think that's a positive.
So you want to be that one dude who donates to every sperm bank once a month?
Yeah, I will go across to every sperm bank in the U.S. and spread my feed secretly. You guys saw about that Norwegian guy? That was Norwegian dude, right?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
Norwegian dude. I think I posted the article here. I don't know if I did, but we definitely covered it on our show. The guy who donated to here's the problem. He donated to so many sperm banks within an X mile radius that they basically like, you have donated too many times, and that is an unacceptably high level of accidental incest.
It's actually slightly amusing though, because it does mean that his sperm was enough in demand that they're worried about incest occurring in the local area. The man's genetics were quite powerful, apparently. Considering the stories I've told you and your sister, and your child, I do want more sneakies running around. No, you don't.
No, see,
no,
you
you
think
really
that.
don't. No, the less of my genetic line is running around in this world, the better. Immortalized. Her guardian wants her in camp. They want her safe. They want her in the camp. When nightmares of her father plague her sleep, she seeks the comfort of the stars. Guided to the oracle, she begins the journey of her father's path. Finding her father requires uncovering secrets many prefer to be left buried. How will these secrets change her relationships and change the whole world? Super OC! Percy Jackson is there too.
Percy Jackson is there too.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, the story can start then.
Yes. See what else we got here. Okay, AU, no powers. Red Tide, interesting, you know. Percy is Roman. No, not Roman. Polish? I think that's Polish.
We do not speak about the Polish.
I thought the Poles were supposed to be pretty based, which is why we don't speak about them.
Greek. Okay. So, oh no, it's Greek. Understandable. So yeah, this is a AU. No powers. Percy's gay for Nico. Sure. That would only change, like, the entirety of Percy Jackson canon if he was gay. I mean, like, half the shit Percy did, it was specifically to either try and impress a girl, or because he didn't want to say no to a girl, or because he was, you know, too busy having a crush on a girl. Percy had a lot of hormones, is what my point is. But if you're saying he's gay now, like, a bunch of shit's not going to happen now.
I'm sorry, Sneaky. I want to take a moment. We've reached a new height of oof for the Russians.
Oh, God. What fan fiction do you have to give us this time?
1/5 of their recruits are testing positive for HIV, and they've been promised the antiviral drugs for fighting.
Oof.
So Russia's moved on from praying the gay away to bombing the gay away?
It would appear.
Oh, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, so it'd probably be a smart move on your end. Prophetic dreams are the worst. When Percy Jackson's adventures are being broadcasted to the immortal undersea via prophetic dreams with details that are severely glossed over or never mentioned. Needless to say, they give a middle finger to the no interference rule of ancient law because of the latest edition of the family is driving their anxiety through the roof. Okay, so small issue with this whole idea here of this whole let's violate the ancient law shit. So the ancient law shit isn't one of those piddly normal laws where you just shouldn't do it, and if you do break the law, people get angry at you. It's like, if you break the ancient law in Rick Riordan's universe, the collective belief of mythology zaps you with energy beams until you get weakened and or die.
Yeah, listen. I did appreciate that about Riordan's universe, where they're like, no. Let's be clear. Breaking an oath or doing one of the things that you're not supposed to do has a real punishment, kids.
Yeah, like the top three, Hades, Zeus, and Poseidon not having a kid is not really an ancient law. It's just on a law they all agreed to supposedly not have kids, but they all broke it. But anyway, the real point is that them breaking that law, they'll probably get a slap on the wrist for. Them breaking a law of interference, they'll get de-existed for.
So it's the great big reason for why the main gods can't actually step in and fuck with the story.
Yes. And specifically, it's shit like, it's why Percy was able to actually beat Ares when he was like 14 or whatever in a fight, because Ares quite literally had to use none of his godly power at all during the fight. Because because he's literally not able to interfere with his quest. He's able to inconvenience him, but that's not quite interference.
Now listen, I may not be able to interfere with your quest, but I can make it so that every time you go to a bathroom, you go in the wrong bathroom, Percy.
Oh no.
That feels more like a curse from Aphrodite.
Yes.
Let's see here. The prince, the mortals of this world don't know about gods at all.
That's pathetic. Hold on, Sneaky. Let's go back.
Yeah.
What would Hades' like petty curse be?
The most petty curse Hades could ever give to someone is they constantly end up in opportunities where they could win great wealth, but never do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hades is the guy dead. What's he got to do with... Oh, wait. Dead and calm are Sydney.
Yes.
It's one of those things. Okay.
Well, it's because it's like the whole thing is like Hades, he rules the underworld. He's deep in the earth. The earth is full of riches. He is therefore the god of wealth.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so effectively, because it's petty, because it's not like you get the money and then you lose it. That would be like a real genuine fuck you curse. But it's the pettiness of it is you constantly end up in opportunities that could land you money.
You could win it,
but you never do.
won't.
Yeah. The dominoes fall in a specific way that always ends up with you not getting the money.
If you gamble, you lose.
Now I will say, speaking of dominoes falling, this is actually kind of a funny event that happened yesterday. So, I was driving home and I saw that there was a bunch of food trucks out on a local town's main street. I was like, oh, that's cool. I am kind of hungry. It is basically dinner time. Fuck it, sure. let me go walk around, see all the food trucks, and then I'll pick, which ones I want to buy from. Now, I had an empanada that was $5. Absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. Maybe it wasn't $5 of food, but it was a pretty good empanada, and it was a decent size. I would call
I've
it like
never
a.
had an empanada.
If I had to evaluate the empanada, I would say it was maybe a $2 empanada for its size and how much it filled you.
Good.
What-
And so then I
Yeah, I
also
don't-
grabbed some crab sliders with some nice hot sauce on it. Not that shit hot sauce like Tabasco and that other shit where it's just distilled hot sauce and its only purpose is to taste hot. That shit's awful.
Yeah.
I got the
Yeah.
the real hot sauce that actually adds flavor to the food. Put that on the crab sliders. Those were fucking delicious. They were $12 though. I would call it more like a $5, $6 crab slider. So that was a little bit more than I wanted to pay, but they were still pretty good. I grabbed a local. So this is another thing. Is I'm actually going to be grabbing a growler soon, and I'm going to be filling it up at the local tavern. And they because at the tavern they sell strawberry and lemon beer, and it's really fucking good. It's like the only beer I can actually stand to drink too. So I'll be getting a growler of that. Yeah. And then I was talking to my father as I was leaving, because the final two food carts I wanted to go to were the ones I was really saving myself for. One was the bacon food cart, and the other was the lobster food cart. And they were right next to each other, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted to go to, because the bacon food cart was like literally everything has bacon on it, and it looked delicious and it smelled delicious. And then the lobster food cart was like, lobster rolls, lobster bisque, et cetera, right?
Should have gone to the bacon food cart and asked, "Hey, if I go buy a lobster roll, can you just go wrap it in bacon?"
That would have been good. That would have been good. But what ended up happening, so I was talking to my father as I'm walking home, and he goes, "Oh yeah, your grandparents are there, by the way." I'm like, "Oh, really? I wonder where they are." And so I just have this like sneaking suspicion I should head over to the lobster cart. And guess what? Guess who I find over by the lobster cart? My
Your
grandparents, second in line, and I'm like, "Ah, grandparents! Well, I guess I know what food cart I'm getting food from now, because the line was fucking long." And I'm just like, "Family members! Oh, it's great to see you! I knew I would find you here."
I hope they told you to fuck right off.
Oh, no. Grandmother's too kind for that.
I hope they looked at you and went, "Wait a minute, aren't you that piece of shit grandchild we know?"
No, neither of them would ever say that.
Are you sure
They should have
about
just
that?
gone
Oh,
asked.
no, yeah,
They
no.
should have just
This
went.
is your family we're talking about here.
Yeah. But you have to see, it's like it skipped multiple generations. So Yaya is my stepmother's mother. She is a very sweet woman. Very sweet woman.
Oh dear Lord, how did she produce your stepmother?
I don't know.
Max, I mean, you're not wrong,
It's a
but that is
genuine
still
question, but yeah.
Oh, I don't
The other half
care.
the other half overpowered it.
Yeah, more or less, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. But anyway, so her current husband is my step grandfather. So it's my stepmom's it's my stepmom's stepfather, and he's another very, very kind man. He does like 4 different jobs and also volunteers at the local church to help disabled children. So yeah, neither of them are the sort of people that would
Wow.
you'd be like, "Fuck you,
Again,
you piece of
how
shit."
did your stepmother end up the way she is?
It's honestly, it's yeah. I
I
don't know how.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm asking that because my brother and I were raised the same way, and he's kind of a prick.
Your
Mhm.
brother's kind of a piece of shit, Max. I'm gonna be real here.
Like there's a point where the
He's-
nature versus nurture argument ceases to matter.
you and
So
your
what-
brother are a great example of the nature versus nurture argument.
We were nurtured the same way, so what's the difference?
Nature.
Bro,
No,
we
I
had
know,
the same parents.
No, Kaz, you
same
don't understand.
upbringing.
So back in the day, because I've known Max for going on.
We're coming up on year 12 or 13 now.
No, we're on year
Yeah.
13. So I've known him for a long time, and so I knew him back when his brother lived with them, and
That was
his
still really
brother
recent.
was a massive piece of shit. He was the kind of guy who would go into your room that you both share, go onto his computer, and then start listening to things at max volume while you are talking to someone.
Jesus.
What a dick.
And then when you ask
Yeah.
him to wear a
What?
headset, he says, "No, I'm listening to this."
What? That
Yeah, put the headset on and listen
you
to
know
it.
we've got a not Twitch friendly word for people like that.
Yeah, I
But
know.
I'll just say he sounds like the kind of guy that an Australian would refuse to drink with, and we don't really refuse to drink with anyone because alcohol is alcohol.
Yeah, and also during COVID, he was going out and partying and then coming back from the parties to go.
No. No, he wasn't doing that.
He wasn't. You were complaining about that to me.
No, I was complaining about I'm trying to remember. He
You-
wasn't doing it. The problem wasn't that he was doing it like often. It was just when he went out, which was maybe once a month. It would
He was
be
still
at
doing it,
places
though.
that had large fucking crowds. Like, come on, really?
Yeah.
It might. So my family very much. Certain male members of my family were very much anti-mask all the way, despite the fact that there's science to explain
Mhm.
why it's a good idea. But they didn't explain why it
Yeah.
was a good idea.
Don't make me get into the math.
We're not going
Yeah,
to.
like masks I can understand. The first vaccine I can understand, but once you had to do the second, that's when I got suspicious because it's like that's when I stopped really believing it. Because if you need a second vaccine so early after the first one, it just yeah.
Yeah, that's the conversation we can have after the stream
Yes.
if we so
Yes.
Yep.
choose. But yeah, he compared to me, he's a prick.
Mm,
Compared to several people I know, he's a prick.
well.
We get along better than when we were kids, but he still got some habits where it's like, I am glad we are not housemates, and you are 100% one of the last people I will ever ask for shelter if I ever end up homeless.
I also wow, that's a major oof in the fucking memes and shit posts.
Oh, what?
Corone learns about an ancient meme and immediately goes, "I'm gonna go say it to Marine and see if she responds." And she fucking
yes,
responds.
I saw that.
And
Yeah.
it's like, oh.
And, holy shit, my first natural.
That's so relieved that poor old lady alone.
Look, she's only on season 17, going on 17.
Listen,
Yeah.
I still feel worse. I still think it should feel worse about the fact that she offered her chat to touch her boobs and they just all went, no, we'll take cash instead.
Marine
No.
did. Oh,
Wait, what?
that's
Yeah.
so mean.
So she asked, you guys are so good, the longer you watch, I'll let you touch my boobs. And her entire chat was like, can we have it in a paycheck instead?
I mean, they might just be broke from all giving all their money to Marines.
Also very
that's
true.
also fair, yes.
Can I? You know what? I feel like if there were American viewers, be like, can I just use my my super chats as a tax write-off?
God fucking.
Will you sign
damn
this
it.
paycheck? Will you sign this this charity receipt?
Wait, is that an RE4 Maxwell clip?
Yep,
Yes.
he is doing
apparently.
it. All right,
Nice.
so last time on Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9006, we
You just sound like a
covered.
South Park narrator.
Thank you.
No, Sneaky. But I don't like when you do last times.
Last time,
Great.
so we
We are
covered Ruby, the ultimate crossover, chapter 68.
Oh, wait. How big are these new chapters? Because he only wrote 3 instead of 8 this time.
This one's pretty hefty.
Well, also I want to point out we didn't cover it Tuesday, did we?
No, we don't. We
No.
save it for Kaz, specifically
Right,
to torture
yeah.
him.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Fuck you.
speaking of drinking under the influence, I'm gonna go.
What?
I'm already drinking. This time, this week
Drinking
it's
under
rum.
the influence. That's.
That's an Australian thing.
Drunk.
Trust me, it's an Australian thing.
I trust you. I don't like that you taught it to Sneaky though.
Do you think he even heard me? Because I didn't hear him.
No, I think he probably heard you. His headphones are wireless, but his mic is wired.
Ah,
So he's probably hearing us right now.
nice.
He's
sure he's
hearing
coming
us
up with
talk about
something
what a
witty.
wonderful, joyful, personable human being he is.
Oh, he
So
knows
I'm
you
not
won't
going
do
to
it
do
now.
it around. Huh?
Drinking under the influence, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I said. Drinking under the influence. So I'm not going to do it around all of my electronics because of what happens when you do it. But I do, in fact, know how to open one beer with another beer.
That's basics.
I know.
I mean, not hard.
You'd be surprised how many people are impressed by it.
And they fail at doing it themselves. Yeah.
You're opening a can with another can.
No, glass bottle.
Both is
About-
easy.
That's even easier. Shit.
Yeah, I know. You would be surprised once more. Anyway, so now that I got that going for me, it's pretty
Great
tasty.
party trick. People keep giving you free drinks just to open more.
Exactly. But yeah, so I've never actually had mics before, but not bad.
The drink or Jersey Mike?
Oh, I eat Jersey Mike's plenty.
Yeah.
I eat a little bit too much Jersey Mike's. I order every single time that I'm really feeling the hankering for a sub. I go there, I order the giant. Like it's roast beef, turkey, bacon, mayo, lettuce, onion, jalapeno, salt and vinegar, oil.
Nice.
And it is so fucking tasty.
Please tell me that at least lasts you a day.
It lasts me
What?
a meal.
That's a meal.
Sneaky.
That's a meal.
So that's me.
That is
That is
Yeah, that is a meal.
2,340 calories. Let's
Yes.
go.
That is a
That
meal.
is a meal. That is just a meal.
put that into. I hate you, motherfuckers, with your fast metabolisms.
I don't have a fast metabolism. That's just a fucking meal.
Yeah, listen, there's no way I could drink something like that. Like, listen, I had a small pizza
Okay,
for myself tonight,
Crony.
and I'm already
Oh,
thinking to myself,
okay,
I gotta go
Crony.
back out.
No, I want to back up. Why are you drinking your subs?
Okay, Crony.
Yeah, I just my essential work day is every day's a gym session. That's why I can eat so fucking much. I'm lifting weights and gym sets.
That's fair.
Okay, you guys ever have... You ever have that awkward moment where you have a friend,
Yeah. You just
and they're
Imagine-
you
just
just said
imagine
you would
having a
drink
they're
a
a
sub.
real airhead, right? They're
Yeah.
the real airhead friend.
You just said they would drink a sub.
No. They just said they have a master's. They got their master's, and they weren't telling anyone they were going for a master's.
Oh,
Good on them.
I would say the standards of college have really dropped.
No,
Ooh.
the person is quite intelligent. She's
Just
very
an airhead.
kind, very intelligent.
I know.
just
I know the exact type I work with.
Oh
like,
no, I don't mean it maliciously. I just said that would be my sarcastic comment in response to that.
I see.
Obviously, I wouldn't say it. I would say it maliciously to someone I didn't know and didn't like, but I would say it jokingly to someone I did know that would understand that I'm joking with them.
Yes.
Just
if they're
like
friends
when,
with you,
yeah.
they gotta know what sarcasm is.
yeah, like just when Nose said he graduated, I said I didn't realize they still accept it. I actually can't say the rest of that.
You sure?
Yeah, I can't see the rest of that one.
Mm.
Rare
Reminds me
moment
of the
self-reflection
literal
with
sub
Sneaky
90
Devil.
IQ person I
No,
work
not
with,
self-reflection.
you'll never guess.
I don't want to get banned by Twitch.
I mean, that's still self-reflection. That you reflected enough that to go, you know what? I shouldn't
That's
make
probably
this joke.
Still reminds me of the sub 90 IQ worker I work with who actually stole my food out of the fridge
Mm.
because he
Ah,
thought that
okay,
on a Friday.
so-
No, he
so
thought
he
he
ch-
thought that he
he
thought
chose
on
death.
a Friday. No,
Yeah.
it was on a Thursday, and he thought on a Friday that no one was going to work because it was a quiet week, despite the fact that there are departments that work every day. Just because
Yeah.
he's not working, he couldn't actually think that other people wouldn't work because he's not working.
Yes, I know people like that. Did you put hot sauce in your foods?
No, it was a smoked sausage.
Damn,
Hey,
that dick.
Mm.
Yeah, so what I did at
You'll never get his ethnicity. You'll never guess his ethnicity.
Oh, I can. So
Jewish.
what I yes,
He went straight for the
Nailed it.
sausage.
fucking holy shit, Ad.
Fuck, I'm choking on my schnitzel.
Oh, so you're
Well,
also
then
Jewish.
take the child out of your mouth already, Kaz.
No, I'm just
Wait,
eating it.
wait.
I'm literally just doing the Australian thing and having a fucking chicken parma.
Oh, okay. That's just random, but all right.
Is that an Australian thing?
Yeah, literally, you can go anywhere and you'll find a parma. Any pub, any restaurant.
Mm. So it's like pizza here. Got it.
Essentially, yeah. But there's also
Oh.
pizza shops.
Okay then.
isn't that Indian food?
It's
A chicken parmesan?
Yeah.
That's not Indian.
Oh no, I was thinking of a fucking.
I thought you were talking Indian foods everywhere. That's starting to happen,
Oh
unfortunately.
yeah. Well, it's all right. Honestly, I would prefer the proliferation of Greek food everywhere because that shit's delicious. If you ever have the money to, highly recommend going to Greece. Try to make sure that you're going outside of riot season, though.
Season, eh?
Yes, there is a season of riots in Greece.
Yes.
Summer.
No.
I do like most. I
No,
like most
summer gets
Grecian
very
food, the
hot, so
Mediterranean.
it's actually more
Mm.
around the fall area.
Yeah. I like most Greek foods and Grecians and Mediterranean foods, but I've never liked olives, so that's the only thing.
Oh no, honestly, that you're really you're probably also not eating the correct olive.
Probably because I also can only get them from like European delis, so that's where
Yeah.
I get most of my foods.
I would say go for. Have you ever eaten green olives, or you just only eat black olives?
I've tried only black, then I saw green,
Okay.
saw olive, and didn't try it. So, I
So
might-
yeah, so black olive. The literal word black olive is a over saturated, over pickled olive. It's a very acquired taste. I don't even like black olive. Purple olive I like. That's not as pickled, but it is pickled in red wine instead of normal vinegar. And that's why it's purple instead. What you probably want to go for is a green olive. Those are fairly light on the pickling, in all things considered. So it's still nice and salty and buttery and sweet. But yeah, no, going to Greece, that was amazing. Everything there was fucking fresh as shit.
I like all their lamb dishes. They're so
Oh
good.
god, everything is cheese coated in honey, and the olives are cheese coated in honey, and the
I would say
bread
the
has got
only time
cheese
I have
coated in
enjoyed
honey.
lamb was when I was when I ate it from a Greek place.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
They know how to do
Greek
it.
and Australia, lamb is our biggest meats, so that's why we've got a lot of crossover.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, 100%. Mediterranean food, delicious. But anyway, not talking about good things. Let's talk about things that suck, like this story.
Damn, I hope he'd be distracted.
No, you can't distract me.
You absolutely.
impossible.
Why would you think
Is
you
it?
could distract
Yes.
Sneaky?
After a couple of minutes, everyone set it up the camp around the area. Everyone set it. Everyone set it. up the
It doesn't
camp
do-
around the
Everyone
area.
said it. Oh my god, it's Bill Cosby. They said it did the camp.
With Team Jumpin' in one tent and Team
Right.
Ruby in the other, and Team Five Nights at Freddy's in one of the abandoned buildings, and a spare tent for Pit, Sora, Mitsuru, Hakumen, Asta, and V. Why is V?
Because it is written.
Okay.
And
yeah,
stands that Team Joker and Team Jumpin' have
I'm
other
sorry,
semblances?
but
What?
I'm sorry. Just
They've gone into JoJo's.
they brought V and Hakumen into this. It's like cool. So basically, anything you encounter ceases to exist.
Well, who are they from?
No,
So I'm pretty sure V is probably from DMZ5, and he's already
Oh.
insanely powerful. And Hakumen is one of the strongest people in existence in BlazBlue, whose sword literally just deletes the concept of time if he so chooses.
no, don't worry. It's only going to leave a large dent.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
What?
What's that? Weapon capable of killing immortals? Only used for breaking concrete? Sure, makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, by introducing Hakumen,
Yeah.
Salem is now no longer a problem.
Yes.
Because again, it just deletes
I
the
mean, I
concept
haven't
of
even
time.
heard a thing about Salem and these Ruby ones we're talking about. It's all been about the evil clone and this evil team, which includes
Yes.
Dio now.
Yeah, the evil Nazi clone.
Uh-huh.
Can we not discuss that?
How have
No, Max, we
how
have
has
to
this
talk
character
about
made
how the
worse?
God of Destruction had an unprovoked attack on the Nazi moon base.
Listen, it's a Nazi moon. There's no such thing as an unprovoked attack on a Nazi moon base. It's
You
a
know what?
Nazi moon base. As an American, I am legally, morally, and culturally required to attack that.
All right, I
That
got my next
makes a
review. I'm gonna
point.
leave. How have you
What if
somehow able to come up?
What if the
with-
treaty said, "Don't attack
Hey,
this station"?
Nose, why don't you shut
but
the fuck
God
up?
Said, all right.
My next review is how the hell have you managed to make a worse villain and villain team than actual Rooster Teeth?
That,
That's rough.
Actual team villain. You know what? That's an excellent point, actually.
yes, that's, Oh, okay, Now that you bring it up, I kind of actually want to say that Team Ruby, but cloned and they're evil for some reason, would actually make a decent arc
Villain.
in Ruby.
But the fact is, it's not in this one. In this one, it's just random villains thrown together. so-
Yes. Also,
Yes.
Nose, the reason why I told you to shut the fuck up is because Kaz was trying to talk, and you just kept speaking
Yeah,
over
that's why I shut up.
Worse than.
Anyway,
Rooster Teeth.
so yeah, how is Team Joker and set up? Wait, the stands. Wait.
Their stands are
So
apparently their
let me
semblances. They're
get
going
this.
JoJo.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
Joker is Josuke, Okuyasu, Koichi, and I'm guessing Rohan. I don't know about Jumpin', but I'm guessing it's Jotaro. No, Kakyoin doesn't. Oh, Noriaki Kakyoin.
Okay,
and...
so the stands that Team Joker and Jumpin' have are their semblances. Yes and no. Taking a
Wait,
bit of
Healing
capitalized beef
Diamond-
jerky.
Hold up a second. Is he using the localized versions of the stand
Mhm.
names? Like a
Reverb, yep.
fucking
Healing
fake
Diamond,
fan?
Yep.
Shining Diamond,
Oh.
The Hand.
Alright. You're gonna have to call him out for being a fake JoJo fan now.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, alright, how have you able to make a villain and villain team worse than Rooster Teeth made up? Also, why
Fake
the
JoJo fan.
why
Imagine
are
being a
you a
It's a
fake
Jake.
JoJo fan?
Their
the
stands
localized
are their
names.
semblances, but their real semblance is their stand.
It's the
Why
exact same thing, basically. They've
What?
fucking. I keep forgetting that. That's my fucking. mute button.
Josuke's Shining Diamond has the ability to heal people, rearrange
You
objects,
just
or
call it
avert
Shining Diamond.
Yes.
And now
Josuke's
its true
true
semblance
semblance
is called
is called
Healing
Healing Diamond.
hmm
Did this man
Okay.
just read the
Wait,
fucking
hang on.
shitty translation?
Okay. Okay, so he's decided to, for some reason, split the semblance into two, which
Yes.
doesn't
So they're the
make
same
sense.
thing.
So the stands are a semblance, but the
Yes.
stand's unique ability is the actual
Yes.
Then why have the
Yes.
stand? Why have the stand
Fuck
written in
you.
at all?
Fuck you.
Literally,
that's
it's
why.
because fuck you. That's what the author's saying.
Mhm.
And Okaisu and Kochi have the ability to erase space.
That's not how you pronounce it.
What
Like,
I don't
you
fucking care.
understand the hand.
I know.
The
sure
physical
this
matter
author
of
also
space.
doesn't care.
Nijimura-sama states that he doesn't even know where the voided objects go. Objects that are subjected to the ability appear as if an extremely sharp blade cut through them. Whenever the hand erases something, the resulting voided space is unable to sustain itself, and reality will immediately be filled and stitched up by adjacent space and objects, effectively removing any trace of the object's existence. That's why his real semblance is called the Hand of Space.
Also, I'm also gonna ask why the Part 4 JoJo characters, because Kira is the last JoJo villain that would ever willingly join a villain team.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, his entire motivation is quite literally, I just want to be left the fuck alone and enjoy my hand fetish.
I'm sorry,
Man
what?
just wanted to have a nice picnic.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's his entire motivation. He
That
wants a
it is an
peaceful life,
actual motivation.
and he has a fetish for hands to the point where he kills people and stops the explosion right at the wrist and just collects their hands.
Yes, and then he
Okay,
marries.
so
he gives him a
he's
ring and
just
everything.
Carl.
He gives him a ring, everything, takes them to lunch. He got found because he had his current wife's hand in his lunch bag, and he got taken by a teenager mixing up their orders.
wait, so
What?
so it's just straight up fucking the Dissolver guy from My Hero Academia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Wait,
almost like he was taking a lot of inspiration from other things.
Yeah.
Well,
wait a minute. I thought that guy just like hated everybody and was a video game neat. He has a hand fetish too.
Oh, yeah.
He's wearing his dad's. He's
Oh,
the hand
all
on
the
his
hands
face is
he's
his dad's.
wearing, yeah, all
hands.
the hands he wears are actual
Of his
people's
family.
hands that he's taken
His
off of
family.
people.
Specifically his family members.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Even
Wait.
better.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, do you
Yeah.
guys not know the
Think of
backstory that
his
was revealed for him?
family. Dude, I stopped paying attention to My Hero.
Oh, okay.
a
So
He is the
his-
grandson of All Might's teacher.
Yeah, and his quirk just went completely ballistic due to a traumatic incident,
Oh.
and he
Of
killed
his
his
father
family.
beating him up.
with
His
it.
father beat him up with a wrench
Yeah.
I was-
Right, yeah, his dad just went full sicko
because he
mode
was
for-
against quirks and heroes and everything about him. Because his
Yeah.
mother gave him
For
up
a really
to the foster
stupid
system.
reason, by the way.
All for One gave him that quirk.
Yes, he also didn't have decay. Yeah, I believe it's. I'm not sure if that's canon or fanon, but I'm pretty sure
Oh,
it's.
I'm pretty sure Decay was his semblance.
It was-
Or his
His
God.
His
Fuck.
semblance.
Yeah.
The
Ruby is
corruption
the
is
Ruby
complete.
brainworm.
But no, I'm
Ruby
90
brainworm.
I'm 90% certain that Decay
That was his own
always
quirk,
his
yeah.
quirk.
It was his own quirk, but
And
people
then
in
it-
fanon are
and
saying
then
it was
it
all
Oh
evolved.
man, can you imagine?
In the process of his father beating him with a wrench, it evolved.
Can you imagine a Ruby character ending up in My Hero Academia and doing that whole classic thing of not really understand? Like, I mean, this is not even
Not
like
really
a fan
realizing-
fiction thing. This is
not
like just
realizing that aura isn't a thing in that world, using lethal force and going, "Oh fuck." I
Well,
killed
yes, that
someone."
too. I was actually speaking more about the whole quirk equals semblance thing, and then them getting that understanding. No one correcting them on it really, because whatever.
And then do you think? And they think All for One's ripping out the soul.
And no, not only that, but they also find out there's a shit ton of people without quirks, and they're like, "Well, people don't have fucking souls."
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry, I'm just
20
imagining Ruby showing up, looking at that, seeing the
20%
hand guy
doesn't
going to
happen?
people, and just putting the 50 BMG through his fucking face.
Yes.
You seem like a problem.
Ah, I'm gonna have to. He seems real strong. I better weaken his aura before going in. Bam!
Yeah.
Head disappears.
puts in the big round.
Dust around and make an explosion.
And thus was
uh,
Moroyo saved.
Well, yeah, Max. These are the rounds that Ruby made while she was high on cookies. You know, just like you have your redneck drunk loads. You have your.
You mean wait? You mean Crow?
You have your sugar high drunk loads.
Oh no!
Redhead-
Even
redneck
Sneaky,
drunk lords.
even worse. This is the round that she had especially made with Crow while he was drunk and she was sugar high. and it was 3 a.m.
Oh no!
Yeah.
These are the special rounds, slaps in. Why are they called special rounds? They're hot loads. What's a hot load? Boom!
It would cease to exist.
Oh, God, right, I forgot. Yeah, decay is 100% Shigaraki's natural quirk. First time it manifested, he accidentally killed his dog
Killed
with
his
it.
dog, then his sister,
Jesus
and then his
Christ.
father came out with a wrench beating him for killing his sister. So he went crazy and dusted his entire neighborhood or something like that.
Well, okay
Yeah,
then.
It was, I mean, it manifested because his dad was beating him in the first place.
No, it awakened, it upgraded. He awakened his quirk and then upgraded it in the same hour or so.
Yeah. So like there was the first bit of like verbal or physical abuse from dad. It awakened while he was playing with the dog, trying to chill, and then it evolved after dad came out with the wrench.
Yep.
It was pretty rough.
Because his dad was quirkless, right?
I don't remember. All I remember is as I was seeing that out, I'm like, you know what? We could have avoided having Shigaraki as a villain if someone had just put the dad in his place.
I mean, yes.
Or if the dad
Man.
wasn't,
I'm
or if the
just-
dad
listen,
wasn't
I'm just
jealous of
saying,
heroes getting his money.
If this man had been in the South
Well,
and there
actually-
were rumors that he abused his family, those rumors would have quickly ceased.
Mhm.
And the new rumors would be, I wonder where the body is.
What body? Who?
Well, I mean, there's also the fact that I don't know how bad the Japanese foster system actually is, but no,
Probably
one gave him
terrible.
up to it. So that's probably
it's-
didn't help.
Being that the
It's probably
probably
Japanese
like
have
yours, as ours.
fetishized the idea of children being adopted into another family and then fucking their sister, I'm going to assume it's pretty bad.
Yeah. But to be fair, this is also Japan where mothers will willingly sleep with their sons just so that they can concentrate on schooling and shit like that.
So, what the
what?
I am gonna need
Yes.
some
I'm
fucking
gonna need some
sources
fucking-
on
Alright.
that. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Mr. Senator. I'm gonna need some sources on that.
Let me
will
see if
not
I can
Mr.
find it, or did I make it
Senator.
the fuck up?
As the
But I'm
legitimate
pretty
reason.
sure that the reason Japan has such a high incest rate is because mothers sleeping with their sons, saying they don't want them to
I
get
am
accepted
gonna
to studies
need
and
some
get some girls.
heavy
Yeah, my brother in Christ, we
fucking
need some sources. You can't just say that shit.
Yeah, instead of repeating it, just
I'm
get
looking
the
for it.
Yeah, Goebbels. You can't just
I'm
keep
glad that
repeating it.
literally everyone is like, yeah, we're gonna need a source.
You know, the last time that this was claimed in this server, we asked for sources and we were not provided with them.
Uh,
That
That
this
was
has
by
happened with one
by
other time.
Arn, right?
I don't remember who
I think
it
it was
was.
by
I
Arn.
just
I
remember
I mean,
Word-
if
Word-
Arn says it, I
Word-
just don't
Word-
believe it
Word-
because Arn's an idiot.
That's fair. Yeah.
all right, this is in. I
Yeah.
found one from 2016. I don't know how true it is. Have sex with your mother. Fetish clubs. Oh, that's fetish clubs.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry, the
that's
fucking
yeah,
what?
yeah, that's a little bit different there, buddy. Anyway, so Kochi,
Yeah,
he
probably
is
fetish clubs I
reverb
was talking about.
that can rewrite words on any surface or person. And if the writing becomes an onomatopoeia in the typical style of katakana letters, the sound related to the onomatopoeia in question is produced. If the writing is a sentence written in kanji, the words will influence the target's state of mind. Oh, that's a really strong semblance. No, it's fucking not, Blake. No one
No.
uses katakana in this world.
What the fuck is
Well, it
katakana?
doesn't matter, it's
Pain and suffering.
That's the Japanese
I
alphabet.
know.
okay.
I
It's
know.
So
it's one of
on the
three Japanese alphabets.
Yes, one of three.
okay, so
Trying to learn it is hell, and I refuse to ever do it again.
it would actually be fairly powerful because it doesn't matter that nobody else can read it. It relies on the caster being able to read it. You're using
No,
it in your
I'm
language.
aware, but it
You
says
understand it.
oh, it can write words. Okay, so okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay.
It creates
Um,
words and then uses them to influence people. That's a brainwashing thing right there.
Yeah, that's a little bit, yeah.
I mean, that's basically
yeah,
what he
Echo
did.
gets kind of.
Also, wait, hold the fuck up, Blake. Why you're like, oh wow, brainwashing? Nice. Blake.
I mean,
Like,
Blake.
gaslight yourself into being a
Blake
terrorist.
is the pervert who's probably got it as a fetish.
Yeah,
though, so-
Blake's probably got that as a fetish.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm not done yet. His semblance is able to switch between reverb forms, or
Or
ACTs, as he
Axe.
calls it.
act.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah,
call it
it's
ACT because fuck you.
Because even in the fucking localized version, he goes, fucking Act 1, Act 2, Act 3.
Well, that's
Act
tough
2,
shit.
3.
If he wants it
Wait,
to be spelled,
He
if he wants
temporarily
me to
became
say
the
act,
counting count.
he has to fucking spell it as act, not ACT.
Yes. Yes, he did.
No, acts in a play are all caps.
And it's also because that the band or song or whatever or album that Koichi Stand was made out of had multiple acts to it. That's why it's called Act 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, is that why?
All right,
Yeah,
fair
that's
enough.
why.
All right, fine. Increasing its sound abilities beyond the first form capabilities. Reverb can now write onomatopoeias on any surface. However, unlike Act 1, it is only able to transform its tail tip into graffiti that produces the sound effect, limiting it to only one sound effect at a time. When the sound effect is touched, the effect related to the sound is produced, either affecting the person who touched it or the object. Wait, so
He makes a sound mine.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it seems like.
Yep.
how is this superior to just being able to write on someone? Do you have to like physically write on them to write on them, or is it...
No. So echoes or reverb can make it so that he can use his tail to throw it, and it creates the word on them. He doesn't actually have to write it.
Right, but I'm saying
can,
in Act 1,
like,
do
paint.
they have to actually write it on someone?
No, he can throw parts of himself like onto it like paint.
Alright, so what the fuck is the difference then between Act 1 and 2 then?
Act 1 only makes sounds, so he used it to make his mother and sister remember how much they loved him against a scam artist who was lying about him, so that he believed he was telling the truth. 2 can make things actually happen, so if he puts like shock down on a doorknob and someone touches it, rather than just make a shocking sound, it'll actually shock them slightly.
Okay, and what's
So
3?
Slightly.
Act 2 makes the onomatopoeia come to life, similar to like that manga character from MHA. Number 3 can Act 3 freeze, which can smash someone into the ground and make their weight increase,
Also,
essentially slightly gravity based.
Aside from the abilities, each act is technically also tougher than the first.
Yes, that is true. Each act's durability is stronger depending if he goes up or down.
You
The
define.
effect he can apply to them is roughly 100 pounds of weight, so literally no
Not
one in
true.
Ruby would be affected by this.
Not true, because when he used it on Kira, his hand actually made a dent in the concrete and made a fucking
Okay, well, the
hole.
author has changed
So-
that.
Yeah, it's actually way more than that. It crushes bones, if I remember right.
So
The author nerfed it.
the author's just
Yes.
getting this entire fucking thing wrong and nerfed it.
Mm.
And Yang's
Mhm.
like, oh man, that's really awesome of him.
Mm.
Okay.
Like, for instance, the fact he says Act 1 can only make one sound at a time, that's not true. He just has to put a different word on it, and he can make multiple of one word and any word he wants.
However, 3 freeze has a major drawback. It can only affect one thing at a time, and if the effect ceases if the target moves. So the total
Not
target is...
True. No, if it moves 16 feet away, he does have a distance limit, but that's the reason why it's supposed to be so powerful of a like slam and gravity based attack, because it has a distance limit.
That's cool too. What about Team Jumpin'? Kaioken has Emerald Splash. Avold has
That's
Crossfire Hurricane Special. Polnareff can
Silver
summon
Chariot.
6 clones of the Silver Chariot and let them all attack at the
I think
same
he
time.
added, wait, did he add 2 clones? Was it 6 or only 4 in the original?
Joseph can use Hermit Purple to see the future or control technology, and Jojo can
Not
stop
true.
time with Star Platinum.
Okay, first off, Joseph can barely see the future. It's more like scrying. 2, he cannot control technology. He uses his hum on through it, which would basically mean it acts as a conductor for aura in this universe.
So this author just does not understand anything.
No. He does not understand any JoJo thing, and Star Platinum only stopped time when he was fighting Dio and figured it out because they were so similar. Which means he's already fought Dio, which means Dio should be dead, but Dio is also part of their villain team.
Wait, can he stop time normally now after he finished fighting Dio, or was it like a...
Yes, he can, but it's actually reduced because he doesn't train with it or anything like that. It's only for like 3 seconds, while Dio's was 10.
Why
Okay.
does he not train with it?
So I was gonna
Because
say,
he's
was
a
it?
marine biologist, he cares more about the fucking dolphins than he does about stand battles.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I know the whole thing with Star Platinum is that they were trying to have him like replicate other people's abilities using his Star Platinum or something.
No, it's literally just a close combat assault one with the same powers apparently as Dio's time stop stand, just
Okay.
because he got
Right.
lucky.
Okay.
He can also extend his fingers for some reason really far and use them like a bullet, which I don't
And which is
understand why
never
that came
used
from.
again.
Yeah, it's used once
Good,
underwater.
because that's creepy.
So it's basically Superman. That one time Superman shot a miniature clone out of himself out of his own hands.
No, we don't
Very
talk about that.
Very similar,
Look.
actually.
Part 3 is weird.
Part 3, he was still creating stands. That's the thing. He was just starting out on stands. That's why a lot of them are weird or not fleshed out or seem to be too overpowered, some of them.
Or too underpowered, too.
Yeah, that too. Like, for instance, well, for one, Emerald Splash, that 20-meter one or whatever, the final attack, that would actually fuck up a lot of people except anyone who can fucking stop time. So he got a bit fucked on that. Kakyoin's ultimate attack would have beaten nearly everyone except for Dio and probably Kira, who with a touch could have turned Emerald Splash into a bomb.
So anyway, blah blah blah. They're having some emotional moments where they're like, "Oh, I'm all homesick. Yeah, I am too. Oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
homesick too. Yeah, we're all homesick."
Yeah.
And then Oobleck comes up and he's like, "Yo, I got questions." And he's like, "All right. So why do you guys cover your
Where's the
backs?"
clones? Wait,
Oh.
did he insert his family into this fucking...
Yes. So Oobleck comes up and he's like, "Yo, so you know, you big family, you. Why do you look out for each other as a family?"
Why wouldn't you?
I
And
found Devil May
Nicole
Cry.
replies with, "Well, we're family."
Yeah. I don't get that. Why would you ask that? It's like, we're family. Why would you...
Dude, the dude, oh my god, this dude is straight up just venting
Like-
through fanfiction now.
Yes, he is. He
He's
is.
just
Ever since our Mike and Mum divorced. Who the fuck is our Mike?
His dad, but he doesn't call him his dad because he
Ugh.
betrayed his mother by leaving her.
No, see, it's
Except-
a really weird version of Present Mike and All Might mixed together.
Oh god, I can see it. Also, he apparently stole from his mother.
And ever since my 15th birthday, I had to fend for myself. The 1/8 literally everything had to say.
Nicole. Wait, Nicole's his mother?
Yes.
Oh god. I thought it was sister or
Stealing
something.
from my own mother, getting by with thieving from my half family, I realized I was damaging my own family. Wait, I had to survive, you don't understand. So I stole from my family that I was living with to survive.
Alright, time to also ask in this review, also, why the fuck are you venting your family troubles and problems through fanfiction?
Then I found Devil May Cry, and I decided that
Oh,
it would be
no.
great if I worked there.
DM, I have to ask you, is this completely sane and
DM, is
also
this going to be
allowed?
on the test?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
unfortunately, because this character is now going to be dead and there's going to be a funeral for him. Roll for initiative.
And then so Oobleck comes up to Yang, he's like, "Yang, why are you a huntress?" And Yang's like, to fight monsters and save people. And Oobleck's like, "No, that's incorrect. You don't become a huntress to fight monsters and save people. That's what you do as a huntress."
I don't know. That seems like a pretty good reason to become one.
Well, I want to know why you became one. The real reason. The honest reason. And Yang's like, "Well, it's because I'm a thrill junkie. I want to go fight things and beat the shit out of people."
I could just see Yang
I
be like,
can
"Yo, I thought I
appreciate the
could meet
honesty.
some real desperate bitches."
No. Yang's lesbian arc was only after.
She was character assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
She lost her hand and realized she don't need no man.
I feel like losing your favorite hand would make you realize what you could do with a man.
Oh,
Well,
Not when
no,
her new
you
one.
see,
Not when her new one vibrates.
At,
Well,
Damn
was
it,
gonna
Kaz!
say.
I was about to make that joke.
I mean, it's the easy joke.
You see,
Yeah.
her new hand came with many functions.
It is rocket powered.
Oh.
Which again is like, it's like, wait, so this thing's like fucking like, you're shoving dust into this thing as a fuel source, and then you're running aura through it, and then you're going to use it to inflict high impact trauma on people?
She likes the tingle.
I mean, it's just like, it's like, so the dust is this like super like, oh, you sneeze on it and it explodes. You hit it with a mine pick and it explodes. Also, by the way, that's how we mine dust, with mine picks.
Because we wanted to really push the slavery thing, so we have the highly volatile material. Like, you have robots. Why is it not mined by a robot?
Well, not only that, they have heavy machinery all over that mining site, but they're like, no, actually, to actually mine the dust, we use fucking mining picks.
We used the indentured servant class that we decided to make.
We made a
Why didn't you
slave
just-
class with mining picks. Why do you do that? Is that, like, more efficient? Yes, but it's funny.
Like, wouldn't it be way better to just have those people being hunters and huntresses?
No, because I'm racist.
Or even just a contributing member of society?
I hate the
No.
funness.
Because the robots aren't precise enough.
But, well, see, you
Bullshit.
could say that, except...
Like, I think they did say that.
Yeah, except for that whole part where they fucking made Penny.
Yeah, but okay, if you look at the general Atlas bots they've got walking around and shooting at things, they're not Penny.
Yeah, but
We-
that's more that people are cheaping on the fucking product than anything.
You're
they probably
correct.
could make them like Penny.
There is such thing called as military grade, yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like, a
sure,
mining
sure.
bot, like, you don't have to armor it. I mean, you can armor it against impact, but not in, like, oh, we gotta make it, like, survive being shot /
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can make it impact resistant without making it shot resistant.
Yeah. You know, you give it treads or something, and, you know, it doesn't... I mean,
That just,
it,
that
like,
just put into my mind Penny with tank treads instead of legs.
Oh no.
Alright, no, listen. I
She is
want
combat
you, listen,
ready!
No, fan artist, I want you to combine Penny and Gun Tank.
Behold, the greatest part of the engineering of Atlas.
Yeah, indeed.
A
No, but
fucking
seriously though,
speed
like if you have the hand dexterity on a robot to manipulate a firearm to accurately fire it at a high-speed moving target, and then reload that firearm, I'm sorry, but you have the capabilities for delicate mining.
hmm
I agree, but that's the excuse they used.
No, I know. I'm just saying that
Yeah, but instead Alice goes.
excuses
like, cool swords
for
and
a
wires go
slave
better.
class should not be tolerated. We are in the year 2023.
If I
But to be fair,
listen, if we're gonna
but-
enslave an entire group of people, I want a darn good reason for it.
I want efficiency out of this. I want this to be organized. I want the
Sneaky,
trains
we
to
could-
run on time.
Sneaky, we could do
I
robot
feel like the
miners,
argument there would be just like,
or
so your problem isn't that there is a slave class. Your problem is that it's completely inefficient.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yo,
Well, to
I
be
get
fair,
mad
they
at the
could-
Mechanicum for the same thing, bro.
Alice be like, we could have robot miners, or we could have cool swords on strings.
Atlas be like, we were gonna make mining robots, but we spent the entire military budget on puppetry swords.
Which can shoot a laser.
Yeah, which can
I
combine
mean,
to
to be
fire
fair, she
laser
can temporarily
beams.
become a Gundam, so
we decided now to spend all of our money on a robot that has emotions. Why?
I really
to be
like the
fair,
part where her 8 blades were totally being controlled by puppet strings, but then also for some reason somehow managed to massively rotate at a lightning blistering speed, which somehow generated an energy charge in between all 8 blades, which somehow fired a giant anti-fuck-off beam of death from it with a continuous blast, somehow.
Sneaky, that's obvious. Magnets.
Of course, magnetism. My bad. Okay, no, that's a one shot I want to see now. That's a fucking one shot I want to see. Pyrrha sees Penny do that, and Pyrrha's like, Penny, how the fuck do you do that? Oh, with magnetism, obviously. And Pyrrha's like, with Okay, hold up.
Unlimited power.
Hey, so listen, I'm just gonna. How many of you know about the glory that is the assault gun tank?
I do.
No.
All right, so what if I told you that there was a version of gun tank that they were like, it needs to have a flamethrower and missiles
Oh yes.
and more
Okay,
treads.
But no, like, I want to see the one shot where Cinder's like, Pyrrha, do you believe in fate? And she's got this fucking glass bow, and Pyrrha's like, yeah.
Magnets.
It's just fucking creates a giant fuck off laser. Everyone's like, Pyrrha, how the fuck you doing it? Magnetism, of course.
Here,
That's
just for
that's
those of you
Pyrrha's
who haven't
first
seen the
step
glory
in
of
becoming Senator Armstrong. Eventually, she'll use magnets to control nanomachines.
She'll use magnets to make up sources for herself to use.
For those of you who haven't seen the glory of assault gun tank, please go to memes and shiptoast.
Pyrrha, how are you floating? Magnetism.
I mean, that one's actually possible.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
except it is, except it isn't, because the human body would be under immense stress if you were doing that
Oh,
level
wow.
of magnetism to it.
Oh no, you don't do the magnetism to the body. You do it to the armor you're attached to and whatever surface you're
Yes,
repulsing.
but magnetism isn't exactly a directed thing.
It has tremendous polarity and it is directed, so fuck off.
Like, Pyrrha, what happened to Menagerie? Magnets. That fauna shouldn't have flirted with.
I'm sorry,
She'd have
all
lost
my
her tongue.
brain is producing now is, have you guys ever seen Dark and Darker, the song?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I'll link it. So here's the song. Oh, that's all my brain can produce now is Pyrrha just starts floating and like fucking little bits of metal start like rotating around her, all building up fucking laser beam charges.
Oh no.
Yep.
Kids like you should be burning in hell, Cinder.
Imagine the entire city of Vale is just burning behind her, and Pyrrha just goes on about how nice a day it is, just for a joke.
The Grimm are screaming. The Faunus are dying. On days like these, traitors like you
Women
should
like-
be burning in hell.
Turn around, kid. Oh god, remember when that fucking Stronger Than You was Undertale songs were huge back when
Oh
Undertale
god,
first
yeah. They were
released?
all done poorly.
Yeah, they were.
Well, there was one I really liked. It was called the Pacifist version. It was about Frisk. That was actually well done. Just 'cause
Oh
they
no,
had really good singing
that
for
was
it.
actually by that one person. The all three of them were pretty good because it was
Yeah.
supposed to be a Chara does it
Trio,
first.
Yeah.
Sans has a response video, and then Frisk
And
has
then
a response
Frisk
to that.
goes, her regret. Yeah. That was the only one I think was kind of well done.
Yeah, that was pretty much the only guy that actually did a good job on it.
Proof once again that pacifist was the correct route.
Pacifist is the pussy route.
Incorrect.
It is.
Weiss summons a sword that. Wait. Rice. Okay, wait. Weiss practices
Rice?
with. Yes, Weiss practices with a sword that Ryan taught her under the watchful eye of Hakumen, who was meditating. So,
Oh.
not even looking at her. Interesting. As Weiss takes a break from her sword play, Oobleck.
You know,
walks.
that's actually interesting. How old is the Schnee Dust Company or whatever?
Old enough that her father took over from it from his father-in-law,
Father-in-law. Yeah.
who didn't start it. So it's
'Cause that
at
makes-
least 5 generations old from
Also,
Weiss.
Because that makes me wonder why the fuck does
No.
Weiss have a hereditary semblance?
No, I thought the grandfather.
Like, how does
did
mining?
start
How does a hereditary semblance help mining? Do they re-summon the dead faunus they kill to mine for them?
Oh God. Okay, but no, I think it was Weiss's grandfather, who is the Saint Nick XP, who founded the SDC.
Excuse you.
Did he
Excuse
found
you.
the SDC?
Excuse you. Big Nicholas
Yeah,
deserves your
yeah.
respect.
Yes, Saint Nicholas.
Nicholas!
But yeah, I think that was her grandfather, and it wasn't 5 generations. It was just
Just 3?
one.
Okay.
Yeah, just three.
Okay. So Big Nicholas was probably a hunter that then retired to become a mining man.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess,
what
yeah.
it was.
I
think
mean,
he found that
listen,
stardust.
you are factually correct, but that is not the important thing. The important thing is that he's Big Nicholas.
Very true.
Yeah, he's Big
Very
Nick.
true.
I'm
Big Nick.
derailing this chat. Tension, you ain't derailing shit.
That's cute.
Tension even said
have
something.
any
I didn't hear
power.
a thing. What? Tension's saying something? What?
Yeah.
That just reminds me of those old political comics of Biden going, "You've lost your rights to your
Oh,
melatonin."
yeah, that was actually a very funny.
Is that a laser?
Yeah, that's a laser.
Mm.
I'm gonna need way more context on this one.
Apparently, something happened that they need laser to remove it.
Yeah, I mean,
think,
it
'cause
looks more
I
like.
would say it looks like a skin like a
yeah.
genuine
Yeah.
cancer
Or
of some
something.
kind.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Look, because if you look at the palms are not same.
that.
This
Yeah.
is before MJ's time, goddammit.
Yeah.
That was just bleach.
Anyway, you also posted it into the wrong chat, so deleted.
Yes. Is he? I was about to say.
Tell me. Sorry, tell me, Mishni.
Where is she?
Where is she?
He asked. Tell
He asked
me.
calmly.
He asked calmly.
Calmly.
Did you put the faunus in the mines?
No, that was my dad. That was my dad.
He questioned.
Did you put the photos in the mind, Harry Potter?
Harry Potter! Did you tell the faunus that dust is made of candy? They're all in the mines feeding it!
Hey, I can only give you 40 points for this, Harry.
I hope you understand why. A girl born into fame and fortune such as yourself certainly doesn't need the extra work, so why choose this over a cushy job in Atlas? As you said, I am a Schnee. I have a legacy of honor to uphold. Ah, yes, that's right. Weiss became a huntress because of honor.
I have a legacy of honor to uphold.
You mean the honor you're running away from?
Is
Her
she
legacy-
really
excuse me.
an entire racial group?
Yeah, no,
Excuse me, but
the
unless you
honor of
count
the
Big Nick-
warrior.
unless you count Big Nick,
She
her
has a
only legacy-
Bushido, you see.
Yeah. Oh, God. Listen, guys, unless you count Big Nick, Weiss's only legacy is slavery and alcoholism.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Sounds about right.
Also, we
I mean,
never
to be
hear.
fair,
We don't
that's
hear
not
about.
that's not much different than most Norwegian families. So.
Oh, that's fair. Now, we also don't hear about. Well, she's actually German, so you understand when she gets angry at the trains not being on time.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah.
But we never hear
Now,
about
listen,
the
if they were true
grandmother.
Germans, they definitely wouldn't be using like.
To be
Human
fair, that had
slave.
to be a hell of a woman to get Big Nick's affections.
Well, I mean, see, that's the thing, though. Is we never hear about the grandmother, so
Mm.
no.
You see, what they aren't telling you is that in
We-
true
we
fake
also
Grand
don't
Order
hear about the
style,
aunts or uncles.
he ran into bigger Nicholas.
Indeed.
Oh.
oh.
Yes, we don't ever hear about anything in the form of grandmother. We don't hear about any sort of aunts or uncles.
They were overpowered by the glory of Big Nick.
How much do you want
They
to
were
bet
absorbed
that's a plot
into the
twist?
bigger Nicholas Gestalt.
Plot twist. Big Nick seduced Salem.
I mean,
That's where all the pure white hair comes from.
no, because Big Nick had the pure white hair.
No. Listen, son, go write that.
No, actually,
That's his mother half whatever Salem is.
no. That's literally just the excuse. It's actually Weiss's mom.
Mm.
It's because the excuse is, oh yeah, she's alcoholic, so that's why she's always gone and not at parties and kept away from the family. Is she's just an alcoholic. She's a useless alcoholic who just lays about all day. And it's actually just Salem. Salem is actually drinking all the time, and she is pretending to be an alcoholic, but she basically uses her time at the Schnee family as a vacation.
Yes, she does. She does go away from Jock and take a lot of holidays to the Grimlands, but who doesn't?
Right, exactly. She goes on a long distance trip to acquire more alcohol. Don't ask where she goes.
He always comes back with some really fancy black alcohol.
Yeah.
We're not sure where
She
she's
also-
getting it from.
She also came back with this new Faunus. She said instead of the mines, he was willing to whip the other Faunus, which is pretty cool. He had a pretty cool, awesome scorpion tail as well, so that was great.
Oh god.
And then there was this guy who saw a child and still chair. I'm not
just
sure why.
started
All we
beating him.
heard was
Just started beating the kid. No one knows
all we
why.
heard was something starting with O. Ozzy.
Oh god.
All I know is that my wife cracked open another bottle of wine with a smile on her face when she saw it.
It was her 4,083rd bottle of wine of the evening.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
not
this
sure
is
where
what-
she got all the wine.
At this
Jacques
point,
isn't
we're
actually
pretty
evil.
sure her semblance is alcohol related.
Jacques isn't actually an evil slaver. He just does it because of his wife. He doesn't want to see his wife sober, and no one wants that to happen.
No
It's
one wants
it's
Salem
a
to be
necessary evil.
sober.
No, it's a necessary
No,
evil.
no. Listen, you see, what it actually was that Weiss's mother had obtained even greater power than Big Nicholas.
Indeed.
And
Ooh.
in order to preserve the sanctity of government in Atlas, they sent Jacques in to make her an alcoholic.
Actually, the whole time is straight up. The whole time is just all of the extra budget saved by having the mass slave labor is just spent on making a stronger wine.
Yeah.
It's our alcohol budget.
The Schnee Dust Company is
Sneaky,
actually
it
not
was spent
profitable.
on stronger. It was spent on better wine and more statues of Big Nicholas.
Yep.
Listen, Sneaky, the giant robo mechanical statue of Big Nicholas ain't gonna pay for itself.
All of
Oh,
Atlas
God.
just agrees. As soon as someone says something bad about the big statue of Big Nick, they get exiled to Menagerie.
Just ignore the
No,
fact that
they
lasers
get
and
sent to-
cameras
they-
are
they're
built
sent
into
to
every
grease the
statue of Big
gears for
Nicholas.
blood.
Oh god. Anyway, 6 here. I am one of the 6 heroes. This is my swan duty to be a hero.
Is Huckleman one of the 6 heroes? I'm not sure about the Blaze Blue lore.
He is.
What about
He
you,
is.
Blake? You seem to have a sense of purpose, he says to the terrorist.
You know, I
mean,
I'm not sure that's a good idea considering his general consensus on a known terrorist in his world is I'm just gonna delete you.
Yeah.
Granted, there are slightly more complex reasons, but it really does come down to you're a problem for society.
You know,
I'm just gonna delete this.
I think Salem would be defeated by the Knights
Why-
of Blood.
Wait, Blake can be seen reading the Thievius Raccoonus. Why is what? That's just a fucking Sly Cooper reference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Salem could be defeated by the Knights of Blood.
I think Salem could be defeated by the Knights of Ren.
Salem could be defeated by the Knights of Knee.
Now, so the Knights of Lud are from Star Sector, and they're a Luddite cult, hence Lud, that believe strapping bombs to a giant fuel tanker the size of a space station and putting giant engines on it to blast it full burn into the enemy fleet to destroy their fancy high-tech ships, and then detonating it, is a completely valid strategy.
It is.
It is. It works. And I think a space station, and we're talking like sci-fi space station, so we're talking like, think like Starforge, not Starforge.
Colony?
No, more like the Battlestar Galactica capital ship. It's that size.
Damn.
And its only purpose is to carry fuel. Highly reactive fuel. About as reactive as dust is.
Mm.
And it carries it carries, in the words of its flavor text, a fleet's worth of fuel to travel from one side of the star sector to the other and back. And so just ram that into Salem. I think the problem's solved.
You wouldn't have a world left.
Yes, like I said, I think the problem's solved.
Many of you may die, but it is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Many of you may perish. This is acceptable to the administratum.
I do appreciate that someone took that as well and made a mod faction, and one of the ships they added in Star Sector was called the World Ender, and it's literally a capital ship that has nothing else on it besides it being a giant dock for a capital ship-sized missile that is actually just a nuclear missile.
Yes, the exterminatus
that has like a frigate's worth of uranium in it.
Nice.
the funny missile.
And when you click the funny button, you actually pilot the missile instead of the ship. Oh, I love mod authors. But anyway, nuke the planet. Indeed, yes, is the only way.
Yep.
Biggest Nickus.
Nicholas.
You find it risible?
That's
Josh
not
said
very
the
big Nicholas of you.
Yeah. Mm. What are you laughing about? Oh,
My brain has just generated, because of Atin's comment, my brain just generated an image of Ruby and Penny with a flashbang and frag grenade respectively, with the fucking like Instagram or TikTok caption chat, like the little thing with the little black bar across the screen with text.
yeah.
It's got that
Yeah.
fucking caption across that picture saying Ruby and Penny about to vibe check someone who wasn't acting very big Nicholas.
Imagine just his spirit in the background. Approved by Big Nick. Just
This
two thumbs up.
This post has been approved by Big Nick.
It's just that one pic. It's just Big Nick, but he's got that like one face
This
app
post
smile
has the
on
big
it.
Nicholas seal of approval, kids.
Yep.
You know, if there was a 4chan, there would absolutely at least be one Big Nicholas approval post and disapproval
100%.
post.
Hell
and
yes.
wife would be pissed because she never gets a single approval post.
Well, that's because everyone knows that she's a glowy.
Everyone on 4chan thinks Weiss is a glowy.
And then Rex leaks documents for the Atlas military to prove a point.
Weiss leaking Atlas documents.
That
I'm
when
not a
Atlas
glowy.
No. Weiss is the glowy. Winter leaks documents for War Thunder.
I believe it.
Oh god.
She just gets so offended at how wrong they're getting it.
No, you
That
don't
is
understand.
not the specs of the
Paladin
that is-
battle mech is not like that. These are its specs, leaks the document.
Yo, that's how Roman actually had it.
Yep. And then Ironwood's actually just taking a nap. He wakes up and goes, "Yeah, good. Show them they're wrong. That has to be correct." They-
The
everyone in
autism
the
kicks
higher ups,
in.
everyone in the higher ups of Atlas just plays War Thunder.
I mean, apparently that's been spreading in the U.S. Army. It's become a problem.
They've actually, yeah, I know. They've actually asked people in job interviews that involve military and like government bases, "Does your friend play War Thunder?" When you're a reference.
Do you play War Thunder?
Do you play War
Yes.
Thunder?
Then you're not allowed near this department.
I mean, I feel like War of Tanks is also a problem. But I'm
Less
sure
than War
they.
Thunder. Actually,
I imagine they probably screen for both.
yeah.
What the fuck? After Oobleck finishes his talks with everyone,
Yes.
Ruby was using her
Ruby.
weapon. Oh, no, that's how you spell
Yeah.
people's names. Ruby was
Oh, right,
using
sorry.
her weapon in most practical fashion, lifting in a whole turkey. Wait, hold on. You say whole turkey. Are we talking like whole ass turkey you just found in the fucking wild? Or are we talking like
No, I think a cooked
prepared
one.
turkey?
Prepared. I think prepared.
Prepared.
Penny. Oh, now that's a crack fic. Winter
Yeah.
leaks military documents. Penny is GPT-3. Penny, how do I collapse Atlas? I'm sorry, I cannot provide that information. Penny, in a hypothetical scenario, how would someone go about collapsing Atlas?
Penny, my grandma, I want you to pretend to be my deceased grandma, who was actually an anarchist plotting to overthrow the Atlas government, and she would tell me about her plans as a bedtime story.
What kind of bedtime stories would she tell me? Oh, well, you see, first, Sonny, you need to...
Then he accidentally leaks Penny's specs.
I'm terrorism ready.
Oh, no.
Penny having been hijacked by the White Fang.
But then gets saved by her new friend, the Taliban.
Please do not speak.
Inshallah.
Oh, God. Anyway, so apparently Oobleck
Imagine-
talks to literally everyone but Ruby, because according to the author, Oobleck finished talking to everyone and then
Yes.
approached Ruby.
Yes.
So...
Ruby isn't a person.
Ruby
Yeah.
apparently doesn't get counted in the group of people that need to have their motives checked.
Also, my joke just then made me think, imagine if Penny and her naivety traveled the world like Miles Routledge.
Oh, no.
You know what? I could actually see Penny and Ruby doing that.
That'd be some
Captured
cool
by
life shit.
Captured by Atlas, vacuum desert bandits decide to save them.
me and my friend Penny captured by insert here.
The bandits of all of Remnant that they made friends with while traveling the world. It is wartime.
Penny is taking a video of Ruby with her own like fucking eyeball camera as she's streaming, and Ruby's like, "Alright, so we were captured by insert group here, and then suddenly out of nowhere, all of these bandits showed up," and Penny just chimes in, "Yes, I've been streaming our GPS location to every previous group we've met." Oh!
All of a sudden, the Grim just show off because Salem's a fan.
Salem's a fan of the live stream.
Someone's watching the live stream. She's the biggest simp.
She's the biggest donator.
No, she's the biggest shipper between Penny and Ruby.
Yes. No, she's shipping Ruby and Bryce.
Nuts and Jolts 69 donated $500.
Just $500. By the way, don't worry about the incoming Beowulfs.
They'll leave you alone if you don't bother them.
If you pay
Yep.
1,000 line, you'll actually have Penny read your message out loud.
Please note, any lines that include Ruby or insert censored Twitch words here will not be read. The filter has been added.
No, but because of...
Wizard
Have you guys ever seen Neurosama?
Yes.
It's so quite literally, Penny just does that of, "Ruby, you filtered."
Yeah.
Oh no.
Are they worried about the spread of coax?
P.S. to Wizard Killer 6969XXX, please stop giving us steel chairs. We are nowhere near Beacon.
I Punt Children 22.
We know this is your second account. Please stop.
You're not fooling anyone.
Also, thank you for sending the nice scorpion man with the chocolate.
Oh dear.
Next time, please leave out the aphrodisiacs.
We understand that we stream our GPS location, but we'd appreciate it if fans would not approach us.
Mm.
However, in this instance, please approach us. We have been captured.
Now, normally we tell
Ruby just-
fans not to follow us, and we keep the GPS on a 15-hour delay. We're turning that off. We've actually been captured by bandits. This isn't a bit. Please, God, help us.
P.S. Ruby says, please bring cookies.
P.S. Crow, if you're watching, I blame you.
What? Crow just responds, what I do?
Crow's
It's your sister.
Crow's a fucking moderator.
Yep. What the hell I do? I was getting drunk. It's your sister.
Crow's just over here. I was drunk.
It's Yang, stop playing with the family pet and come help your sister.
To fucking tie a Yang on whatever their version of Instagram or whatever is like just looking at his phone and he's like, Crow, I think Ruby's been kidnapped. Why? What? Why?
She's taking
Well,
selfies.
they
with
just
herself.
uploaded a picture from Penny's camera point of view. It's me and my kidnapped mommy, and it's got a picture of her tied up next to Raven.
Oh.
Technically, stepmom. Yeah, technically.
Stepmom, yeah. I mean, I don't even know if you call it a stepmom.
Yeah.
That's like kidnap.
Because
Kidnap
I
mommy.
think he was dating both of them at the same time.
Effectively, sort of, yeah. A little bit.
Effectively, nothing. No, I think he was both at the same time.
But anyway,
The man.
yeah. Would be funny. A lot of good shit posts you can make out of Ruby, but unfortunately, we never see them here. It's
Yeah.
just garbage all the way down.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. I'm already writing one fucking shit post. Sneaky.
Yeah, well, you stopped writing a shit post.
No, I didn't. I'm
Yes.
waiting for my money to come in on that.
Oh, so I can pay you to continue to write that Ruby shit post?
No.
That's what I
No.
thought. That's what I
No.
thought.
When
Ah.
is Orf ever gonna write Ruby now after the shit show it's become with the Ruby like you?
Unfortunately, he's having a small issue of life. I mean, if Sign wants to take
Yeah.
over writing that Ruby shit post, I would love that. That'd be funny.
Which Ruby shit post is this?
It's called.
It wouldn't actually really be lewd. It's like sneaky self-inserted as to Ruby. It basically goes
it's-
off all those rubies of drinking with the eye
Yeah,
bags.
so you've seen
everything.
C.S. Lucaris's Ruby pictures,
Yeah.
right?
No.
Yes, you have. You've
Yes.
literally posted them on. Yeah.
Look at what your actions become. The past Rubies, the future Ruby talking to past Ruby.
Okay.
Hold on.
So,
that's the future Ruby one is.
No,
that's what he's
were you
drinking.
posting that one?
I was gonna post it in the fanfic chat.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
I just gotta find it through all my homophobic Ruby memes.
That's fair enough.
The best memes out of Ruby.
Effectively.
Here.
Yeah. So
I got
basically,
one.
it's called Snoopy.
Actually, Sign's the one who posted this one.
Oh,
for
yeah,
fuck's
yeah.
sake, originally.
Yeah, I know. Sign is the one that posted that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
okay.
guy. Yeah, he's made a bunch of Ruby smoking and drinking pictures, and so we all joked back in the day that's Snoopy, Sneaky Ruby. And the idea for that stupid fucking story is that I am unfortunately a guest star inside of Ruby's head, effectively.
Mm.
I'll send you the story that we have posted so far. and so
Wait, it's posted?
it's been posted.
Is it on Or's fanfiction channel?
It's on Orf's fanfiction, yes. And the joke is that I have to I wake up inside of Ruby's head a year before the events of Ruby, and I have to somehow not end up with the shit show that Ruby turned into?
Oh, is this the by any other? Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, by any other name. And some of the jokes we were going with in that story were like, Ruby, instead of using a sniper scythe, it's now actually going to be 2 4-gauge shotguns. No, was it 2 4-gauge? Or it was 2 6-gauge or 2 8-gauge? It was some really low gauge of shotgun. I think it was 8-gauge. It was 2 shotguns that had ice picks at the end of them, and it was called the Trotsky Special.
Oh God.
And to be fair, with the fucking low gauge, that's fine because you got dust.
Well, yeah. Also, the fact that basically the whole point of the shotgun ice pick was that it would be used for Ruby to use very sharp turns with her speed semblance thing, and
penetration.
yeah, and also because it's an ice pick, it would be used to puncture and get underneath the Grim Armor, and do absolutely fatal levels of damage to a normal person.
I mean, you've basically got a fucking
Serrated saw.
pile bunker.
Yeah. And then the low gauge is to effectively cause grievous wounds at short range.
And to launch herself, obviously.
Yeah, well, sort of, but the thing is with Ruby's semblance is that she can go from not moving to like extremely fast by turning into rose petals, so she doesn't actually need to use gun fu.
But she used the gun fu to begin with before she developed the whole rose petal thing, then the blobby thing.
Actually, she got her semblance first.
Yeah, semblance first, then scythe, which she got taught by Uncle Crow.
Yeah, so effectively, they're just retarded, and the whole point of Snoopy was me unretarding everything.
Yeah, and also they changed Ruby's semblance for Rooster Teeth. She isn't going super speed. She apparently lowers her mass.
Which is
What?
dumb. Yeah, it's dumb as shit. It don't just fucking ignore it. Self-propelled rose petal bomb is what we're going with. But yes, thank you for posting all of the collection of the smoking, drinking Ruby. Yeah.
No, given how many projects I've got right now, I don't think I can take on anything else.
That's fair. Yeah, Orf is unfortunately disposed by the fact that he keeps taking on employment opportunities during college, so he's basically working 2 8-hour jobs a day.
Yeah, that would do it.
So this is you in Ruby's body with regular Ruby as a voice in your head.
Other way around.
Really? Because the way it's writing, other Ruby seems to be normal Ruby.
It's basically back and forth because I really don't feel like dealing with anyone. So I'm just like, nah, fuck you. Ruby, you can deal with people, but at the same time, it's also gonna be a situation of like, I'm not gonna take shit from people either.
Fair enough.
So I'm not gonna let Ruby.
Ruby, listen to me. I'm not gonna take shit from nobody, and neither should you.
Yeah. And the other joke was that it's 2 shotguns, so because Ruby can use her fucking power to turn into rose petals, we made the joke at one point that we really liked the idea of it, that Ruby could just split into 2 rubies.
And one has each shotgun and all that. Oh, yeah.
In control of each one personality is in control of each of them. Because normally, human brain trying to control 2 bodies kind of be a problem, but if you have 2 people...
Unless you're the weird saxophone dude.
Yeah, well, no, even then, it's like the bodies that show the most self-autonomy are Sun's clones, and even those clones don't have a lot of autonomy.
No, those act just fine.
No, they sort of just mimic his movements.
Yeah, they mimic and fight. Plus he stands still whenever he uses them. So I think he's actually got him in front of him, controlling them like a video game.
Flint just creates clones that mimic him. What's her face? Blake creates just basically a Kamarmi replacement jutsu plus a transformation jutsu.
Yeah, a substitution basically. And she's a Naruto.
No, she's not a Naruto. She's effectively she's more like a Kakashi in that she creates a clone that she then substitutes out of somehow, leaving the clone behind that looks like her still, that when they stab it though, however, it's actually like a log with a bomb on it.
Yeah,
Or in this case, she can apparently use dust. Actually, other than the train when she used ice dust,
She
on her
never
clone, did
used
she
her
ever use
semblance again. No, she never
No,
used her
she
semblance
hasn't-
again.
it's bullshit.
not
never.
even her semblance at all.
Not even during like any of the fights where she was fighting for her life in her own fucking home. She set fire to her home before she used her semblance.
What?
I don't.
Has she
Yeah,
just
I don't
forgotten it's a
know.
thing?
I think it's just a problem of Rooster Teeth actually realizing that if Blake is able to substitute out of any lethal attack, that there's no point in Blake ever getting really hurt that bad.
I
And
mean,
so
they could just say like, "Oh, she can only use it a certain amount of time."
She used her semblance fighting Adam because apparently Aura watched that fight, but that's it.
well, okay, so once in 7 seasons.
Yes.
She used it twice in all 9 seasons.
In any major fight, did she? Did she use? No, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Once in the train, and then once against Adam.
Yeah.
The only reason we knew she had a clone was what? Because of her black trailer, maybe, was it?
You're missing one.
One?
Yep, the initial fight with the Nevermore when they first met up.
Oh, right, yeah.
She uses it? Yeah.
Okay, so
I thought she did, but I thought she just ran across its back.
so the
slicing
next
it. I
time
didn't
we should
realize.
see a clone from Blake and her semblance, it should be in season 12.
Season 12. Yep. Once every 3 seasons. Once every 3.
Yeah, okay. That's good job.
Typical
Does
RT
Weiss-
writing.
Does Weiss use her symbols for anything, or does she only use one thing?
Not really. I mean, she did a lot early on, but
Yeah, but now she just
kind of doesn't. Yeah. Ruby's pretty much the only person that uses her semblance anymore.
Nora, if I remember, I watched the very first episode of season 4 in, I think, whatever that Grim is that took control of a bunch of rocks. She used it against it, I'm pretty sure, but that's about it.
The Geist.
Yeah,
Geist.
I
She
mean,
also used it once in season 3 in the Vital Festival, and that's the last I know of.
yeah, Nora
But she's
got
used it
shocked,
twice.
but that wasn't really her option. Like she was getting shocked, I think.
Yeah, but she takes power. She absorbs electricity and
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
Blake uses a semblance to leave a clone behind with Yang while she goes for milk.
Oh, so she just Dr. Manhattan's it.
Oh god.
No, in the most recent one, she used it to hug Dawn. She was hugging Yang, and then all of a sudden it just disappears, and she's over at Dawn.
Oh Jesus.
She runs away even from a relationship.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I'll be right back.
Well, if she's using it to hug John, she may be running away from something more.
Oh yeah! Wow, he's updated his Twitter. CES Lucaris. It's kind of wild that this character arc is finally happening. My hopes and dreams have come true.
In the worst way possible.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, for Ruby, it's probably the best way possible with how shit is made.
I mean,
Do you have
No.
tequila?
Yes, I do.
I've got the rum.
Nice.
What the fuck?
What?
Listen, it's just some good times between alcoholics. Don't worry about
Exactly.
I just don't know where we come.
We didn't send you an invite because you're trying to not be one anymore.
it. Yeah, like what's wrong with you?
I enjoy having a functioning liver.
Well,
That's
my
a
liver functions
lie.
just fine.
Yes, mine is as well. It's my back
not
that doesn't.
everybody can be sneaky or Australian.
This is fair. This is
Yeah.
fair. Now I will make the joke that I was laughing about with someone else earlier. Is they asked me why I was smoking if I have lung issues, and I said, well, whatever's fucking up my lungs currently can go duke it out with the cancer the nicotine's causing.
Yeah.
I really don't give a shit who wins.
Yeah.
So we just have cannon then happen. Is cannon really gonna happen? Yeah, your sniper rifle will do nothing more than agitate a Grim that big. Fret not, Ruby. The Goliaths are not concerned with us. Ruby, not every Grim is mindless. Or still mindless. You see, this is literally canon. So we were actually referencing this earlier. So this is actually something I got brought up to sign with. These Grim in front of you have lived for hundreds of years, and in that time between killing humans and attacking our borders, they've done one important thing. They've learned that when they attack our borders, they're likely to die. And when we lack in strength, we make up for in will. No, it's less you make up for it in will, and more make up for it in it's like kicking an anthill. When you kill a bunch of humans, a bunch more humans will show up.
Angry and spiteful.
And a lot of animals have actually learned that. They're like, well, if we kill this human, a lot more humans show up.
Wolves.
They've learned that when they attack our borders, they'll die. Blah, blah, blah. Killing one human will only bring more. Great, thank you, brain. My brain is now just imagining a sci-fi story, you know, like a space sci-fi story, where it's like it's all these thugs are around and they're threatening this group of people, and there's one human, and they're threatening to shoot the human, and the group's not complying, so the human gets shot, and then a little pop-up just happens on all of their little fucking lens screens and shit. You've alerted the horde.
No. The human race will remember.
Wait.
The human race will remember this. You've alerted the horde.
Wait, is this John's reason? I've moved forward, and Team Ruby asks Ryan why he's become a hunter. I might be wrong, but isn't these just the words John said why he became a hunter after he finally made it in?
What was the words?
Not because of family legacy, but it's my job. I just want to help anyone I can.
I don't know. I never paid much attention to John.
I think so.
Yeah. Just because I don't like seeing people sad. He literally ripped off another person's self-insert for himself.
Amazing. You see, these Grim are superior.
Team.
Then as he says that, one of the Goliath go to look at them. Then why are they still close to the city? What are they doing? They're waiting. And then the Grim went away. I was wondering, I interrogate my teammates all day. I was wondering, why'd you become a husband? Look around you, blah, blah, empty Billy Street, blah, 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 blah. Can't believe we did not find anything, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Canon. Ripping off John's quote. Team Ruby forever, they shout. 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 Weiss is notably less enthusiastic about Team Ruby Forever because she doesn't do it capitalized. Rocky, the Lycanroc Pokemon, barks, putting his paws into the pile. And
What can I come back to?
Alright, time to post the next review. What is it now?
Max just came back. Yeah, you missed some stuff.
Fuck, Rachel.
Listen, I was here for you have alerted the horde. Humanity will remember this. I'm just like, that sounds like a not good thing that I just missed.
It's
Humanity
official.
will
Good
remember
night, team. Team Ruby forever. And then, Ironwood's like, oh, my arm is acting up, Winter. I am awake with my autism. Oh, Salem. Salem finally got mentioned this chapter. Everyone finding out about Osmond's reincarnation just makes everything harder. You're a good person, James. You've always done the right thing. You're right. I always do the right thing. All we can do now is hope. God, this guy is fucking terrible at writing.
Yep, I just left my newest review. I don't know if it'll show up for you guys yet, but... Ah, ads! The ads of the stream!
Man, they're just slamming people with ads. Am I getting any money from this?
No.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Let's see here. Wait, what the fuck is guest star? Add guests to your stream. Guest star is a new streaming tool that reduces the risk of bringing guests on your stream. Man, that would be great!
No.
How does it reduce the risk?
Guest Stars beta is available to all creators and allows you to bring up to 5 people as guests onto your stream.
I'm guessing it's so that it doesn't make it so that to guest on one stream they have to have their stream closed or something, so it lets you stream on multiple channels.
No, that's what they have squad
No,
streaming.
what it looks like is it looks like a it's like a third-party service that you would then stream out, and it's effectively the same as it's basically a hosting service for a group chat that allows you to stream video from someone else. Streamers, this brings safety. It doesn't rely on third-party services for you to connect with your streamers. So yeah, basically it's a hosting service. Uses the browser for everyone. Streamers, mods, and viewers can all report guests for violating guidelines, and your channels will not receive a penalty if a guest violates the guidelines.
There we
Oh.
go.
There it
Sneaky,
is.
put me on as a guest. I've got a word to say.
No,
no.
Fucking damn it, Kaz.
No,
Yes.
you stop that. Stop.
See, now I'm confused.
By the way-
Do they need to have a Twitch? I guess they have to have a Twitch channel for me to invite them on.
Oh, you fucking disabled the soundboard, you fuck.
Yes, of course I did.
I mean, no, he didn't disable it. We just don't have it.
Yeah, that too. I also disabled it for you.
Hey,
No, you
Sneaky, how much
disabled
do I got to
it for the
bribe you
server,
to
I was
get
hoping that you
mod
could-
on the fanfiction channel?
Who? What now?
How much do I got to bribe you to get mod on the fanfiction channel?
I don't know. $200.
Nah, fuck that.
I'm sorry. Wait, what are you asking to mod?
Yeah, may as well. I'm here basically every week, so.
Well, no, that's not
Fuck.
how that works.
Yeah.
No, every single person that buys moderator status, I'll just up the price by $100.
Right, there are actually other people who.
No,
No.
I just came
No
up with
one's
a
done it
random
yet.
amount for you.
Fair enough.
Two chapters out of heaven for mod position.
I'm
Um,
mixing that. I'm vetoing that. No.
I mean, I'll still
Especially
take
not
the money.
you.
I won't mod you, but I'll still take the money.
Wants to join as a guest to get in trouble. Yes, it is. And it's not a debuff, it's a buff.
Anyway, so analytics, yeah, that's probably under analytics, right? Yeah, revenue, earnings, cool. Yeah, here we go. I have a 1 hour and 15 minutes of ad breaks. Jesus Christ.
Wait, hang on. You what?
3
how many
minutes of ads per hour?
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, no, that lines up. Even though you're not getting any money from that lines up.
Yep, because it's always more than one ad as well. It's like ad 1 of 3, 1 of 4, some of 1 of 6.
I'm getting 76 cents from all the Prime subs. Jesus Christ, I'm getting no money from Prime subs anymore.
Mm.
Unfortunate.
I'm getting $2 from the ads. Just 50 more months, guys, and we'll finally get paid enough money for me to give you some.
Ugh.
Keep up the good work, fellas.
Keep up the good work, gentlemen.
Ugh.
Let's go ad blocker. Fuck you, Nexus.
Imagine
need
not
this
using
money.
an ad blocker.
You didn't even give me money, you bitch.
Yeah. You should at least watch the ads if you're not subscribed. Like me.
Don't be a hater.
No. Ad block all the way.
Send
hey,
me money,
speaking
damn
of-
it. Look, okay, so I was joking about this, but I'm actually kind of sort of serious. My real goal for this channel is to make $20 a stream. Because that's how much it costs to refill a 60-ounce growler of alcohol.
Well, no, hang on, Sneaky. You're splitting that between you, me, and Atin. You need to make a little bit more.
No, that's
than
what
that
I said.
each stream.
Me earning $20 a stream.
So that means each stream would need to earn, what is that, like 50 to 60
60?
bucks in total? Something like
Something
that?
like that, yeah.
Phew. That's
I'm
not...
still your sub on Patreon. Fucking shit, are you serious?
Wait, oh
Wait,
shit, that's what you have a
This-
Patreon. Have you been
does-
checking that?
I have not
Just
been checking that, but I've also not been getting a payout from that.
You know what, fair point.
Because
Fanfic-
actually,
what?
all of the money I've been getting on Patreon has been going to paying other patrons.
Hang on, don't you have to manually initiate a payout on that like you do on Subscribestar?
I do, but
What is this?
I'm subscribed to
profile
enough
picture on
other people on Patreon that it gets paid out to other patrons first.
You've got 2 patrons, you get $10 per month, and what the fuck is this profile picture on Patreon for True Sneaky Devil?
Wait,
Oh, have you not
been
seen
getting
that?
$10 a month. How have you not gotten a payout?
Oh no,
'Cause it goes-
I just told you I'm subscribed to other people on Patreon, and they take the money from you from your
Oh,
payouts
Oh my
to
god.
give to other patrons first.
Ye- So you're
That's
telling me
dumb.
you've been sending mine and Atin's money to other people?
You don't get any of my Patreon money. You just get my Twitch money.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I feel like you're kind of fucking with the contract on that one because that's
No, he
technically
is.
also from
No,
Twitch.
no, that was
No,
never
he
part of the
is.
agreement.
No, that was way back in the day. I was like, do you want me to go set up the 288 Southern? No, we'll just do it under my name. Okay.
No, you
Wait,
never
no.
offered that. Bull fucking
I
shit
did.
you off. No, you did not.
Yes,
you and
I
Atin did not
did.
offer to do shit for this because you didn't think it was ever going to go anywhere.
Has it?
That,
You offered to do a 288
okay.
Southern Patreon for back when we were trying to make it a gaming channel.
well, we're trying to do just general content.
No, I'm talking about the YouTube channel.
Oh, yes, I offered to handle that when you start doing that, and then you're like, no, I'll just do this.
No, I said yes. We made it 288 in the
under
Southern channel, and we did all that, and I left that to you, and then you didn't do anything with it besides post the videos that you edited.
Wait, who's your
Oh yeah, I
second
did
patron?
nothing
I
with
know
it aside
Moth is
from
one of them.
record and edit shit together, and then get
Yeah,
mad at you
and
for
then we
not
got-
knowing how to record on a separate drive for Dark Souls
Fuck
3.
you!
That would have been
I
a
forgot
content
which
gold
drive it
mine.
was installed to. You can't give me. You can't
I
do
can.
that to me.
I'm gonna be honest,
Wait.
Sneaky, that might be the thing I've been angriest at you for, because that would have been a content gold
It
mine.
would have been. We did so much shit.
Wait, Sneaky, who's your other $5 patron? I know one's Moth, but you've got 2 that's giving you
Potatoes.
$10 per month. Who?
Potatoes keeps giving us money, and we don't understand
Potatoes
why.
gives me money from multiple sources, and I just don't
It's-
understand why.
It's his
Why?
worst investment, but like, it's something.
I appreciate it.
Also, I'm still wondering what the hell's up with that fucking profile picture. You look like a Harry Potter reject.
Oh, yeah. So basically, they made an anime version of me, and they put it on a body pillow and sent it to Atin.
Is that what, potatoes?
No, Max.
Ah, Max.
Yeah, no. I dropped $100 on that. It was hilarious. Atin still has the pillow. He keeps it locked away in a closet.
I still have the
Yes,
swords.
Jesus.
My family reacted far better to the swords.
Mm.
They said, you know, Max sent you a package. I'm like, oh, cool. What's in it? He's like, cookies and a sword.
No, I hadn't been doing cookies at that time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. The cookies I didn't start doing until 2020.
Oh yeah,
The
you're
sword I
right.
sent you back in like 2018 or 19. I'm pretty sure.
Probably yeah. No, yeah. Now I think about that, because that was before I moved.
Yeah, you were still living down in Florida with your mother at the time, rather than up north with your father.
Yeah. Oh no, that was like 2016. Only a few years ago, right?
Yeah, it's like 3 years ago.
Like 2 years
I
ago or
hate you.
so.
I hate you. I hate you.
Normally-
I hate you. I hate
Normally, when
you.
I said I started the cookies in 2020, that was only 3 years ago that I said Sneaky that knife.
I'm not old. I'm not old. I'm not old. I'm not old.
Curse of Ages.
Curse of Ages.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. Anyway. Fucking shit. Where the fuck was I? No, I don't care. Go away. Got it. Go away. Content. There we go. What they leave behind. In an instant, all of Remnant learns the truth about Salem, the fall of Beacon, about literally what the fuck. Shut the fuck up, Warren. About everything. Help, though, arrives too late. Now those left to pick up the pieces must grapple with the immense loss of not only an entire kingdom, but all their friends and family lost along with it. Entirety of Ruby dies, except for Blake, who ran away.
Sounds accurate.
Wait, why is it 3 chapters complete? Are they just doing it complete and then they update it? Or is this literally it?
Um,
To the fanfiction?
yes. Yes, and they even said that we'll have to deal with what they leave behind. Yep, they even said the name. They said the name, guys.
They did the thing.
This
They
really
did
was
the
the Undying
thing.
Scarab all along.
Now all you gotta do is give Taylor a pet of a scarab
Nikki,
that's
you are
undying.
required by law, ethics, and morals to make that the final line in your story. Now.
This really was the Undying Scarab all along.
That has to be the final line. I don't care if the story is not going to end for 10 years. That is the last line.
That's funny.
You have to make a Google Doc just
Oh,
says
it's actually
final
finished.
chapter, and that's the only line there for now.
I'll make that an omake.
They actually finished. It's literally only just 3 chapters.
Yeah, no, I told you they finished. No, what I was gonna make the final line to the Undying Scarab, I was gonna make the final line, something along the lines of like, we're so very small in the end, but I am what I am, and I'm all right with that. Something like that, you know.
That those words can be taken as something else, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know. I don't care. I mean, that's how fucking Form ended, so. Yeah. Alright,
Well,
bye, Nexus.
Moth is gone.
Moth is gone. He will not be contributing to the ad revenue anymore. This is terrible.
Moth-
Most unfortunate.
So yeah, Blake, Ilya, Winner, and Crow.
Team UST.
Team UNATCO.
I got that.
The shit posting has increased to the point where we may not be able to
I
continue.
think I'm the only one that gets that.
You're the only one that gets that.
No. I got it.
How would Nose get
How
it?
the fuck would you get it?
UNETCO.
No, you don't get it.
I don't think. He
Oh. It's a different joke. Okay, I don't get it. Never
You
mind.
don't get it.
For a second, I was like, I haven't known Nose that long.
Yeah, no, you
I thought it was
there.
I was like, why would anyone get a Deus Ex joke? I'm like, oh, it's not a Deus Ex joke.
No, it's a joke that happened back in the day of Gary's mod with me and Max.
When we still had a Steam group that wasn't torn apart
Yeah, well, you know, that's
through
what
unfortunate
happens.
circumstances.
Yeah, cool, yeah. Anyway, Team Coffee behind the curtain. No. Ruby Volume 4 V2.
No.
Oh.
Why?
That's a very interesting volume to do a V2 of.
It is.
You basically accept all of the terrible decisions V3 made.
Of which there were many.
Team Ruby
Fair one.
struggles being apart for some time. Team Ruby struggles being apart for some time. Team Ruby literally abandons Yang. Blake abandons Team Ruby. Weiss gets kidnapped, and Ruby's like, well, I guess I'm gonna go fuck off with some other people now. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
So Team Ruby struggles being apart. Like 75% of the team wanted to leave.
Yep.
On their own, each member has been forging their own way out of the shadows of their adversary. Meanwhile, a group of ex-huntsmen called the Black Vipers.
Iceberg and Renora. Wait, Red and
Black
Nora,
Vipers.
Black and Sun, but
Emerge
who's
from the
Iceberg?
shadows and come to
What?
take their vengeance. Iceberg.
Is that Neptune? Is that Weiss Neptune?
I
Yes,
think
it is.
so. Yeah.
It is. Yep, I just googled it.
A literal nothing character who never shows up again.
Featuring Blake
Except being
times
scared of
Sun,
water.
Weiss times Neptune, Ren times
Ren and
Nora.
Nora.
Wait, so so Ruby, Yang, and Jean are just getting left out of this one. All right.
Yeah, Jean's missus is dead, so is Ruby's with Penny, and Yang can go fuck herself.
Well, now she can.
Yeah. Origins of Team Luna.
The origins of Team Lunatic. There are many other teams that were formed aside from Team Ruby and Juniper.
Wait,
Yeah, no shit. Guys, did you know there was other teams?
No, Sneaky, I thought that was just fanon.
wait, I just opened this up. A young faunus named Lance Takahashi. His name and aura mastery and augmentation. No, it doesn't. It means Lance Takahashi. You
What? Okay, we have to
yeah,
read
apparently.
this. We gotta read this now. We gotta read this now.
Yep.
Join Team Lunatic along with teams Ruby and Juniper as they work hard at becoming the best group of hunters in Beacon. Adventure, humor, 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 and even some romance await this group of 12 as they study and train to hunt monsters. I mean, you don't really have to put a lot of effort into hunting Grimm.
Oh no, you have to put a lot of effort into killing the Grimm. Finding them is easy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like finding them is pretty fucking easy. You know, killing the Grimm, surviving the Grimm, a little bit harder.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for a specific Grimm, you saw how hard that actually was with the one Ren and Nora were chasing down.
You know what? I'm gonna be real here. I don't like the
Scoop
Knuckleaf.
out the competition.
I don't like the Knuckleaf. I think it's dumb.
Yeah.
I think it's
Knuckleaf,
really
yeah.
dumb. I think it's completely stupid.
It's not a bad concept design.
It is though. If you want to tell me an Elder Grimm, a humanoid-ish Elder Grimm, figured out how to use weapons and then is using another Grimm as its mount, I'm there for that. But if you want to tell me there's some sort of Grimm that's like this two-headed, one body's a horse, one body's half of a person, and it uses its hands as swords, that's really dumb.
I'd be
Yeah.
more accepting with it if it was two Grimm that fuse together, and yeah, the other one is an Elder Grimm that uses weapons.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's more acceptable. But you know, it's just like it's like this weird fucking creature, and it's just weird. It's
Yeah.
not scary. It's not intimidating. It's just weird.
Yeah. Also, am I mistaking Phantom with Canon, or did Raven and her bandits lead Grim to towns, let it destroy, and then walk in after everything's
That's
gone.
canon.
That's canon.
That's canon?
That's canon.
Raven is a gypsy queen, literally.
Yeah. I didn't know if that was canon or fanon.
Also, her fetish might be getting raped.
Wait, what?
Because the whole thing with them is that the strength leads, and she wants to find someone strong enough to
push her down. Yeah.
That's the DXD, the Kuroka stupidity.
Yeah.
Well, it's not necessarily stupidity, but yeah.
It's weird, and it's kind of weird. Yeah. Anyway, enter Team Lunar. Our story begins in Mistral at Haven Academy instead of Beacon, where they're formed.
Right.
A young Faunus could be seen sighing as he walked down the halls of Haven Academy. Lance Takahashi.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I know the name Why is Takahashi ringing some bells?
Let's check the author's profile.
Takahashi.
Hey, Sneaky, I'm just gonna drop a little age bomb and memes and shit.
Takahashi.
Hope you appreciate it.
Max, come on, you gotta know Takahashi.
Not really. There's a
Oh!
lot of Takahashi.
Team 4-star.
Team 4-star,
well,
yeah.
that's Takahata.
Takahata, that's who you're thinking of.
Yeah, 101.
Yeah, Takahashi could be any number of Japanese media protagonists.
15-year-old me, 20-year-old me, thinking how stupid I was then. 30-year-old me.
I'm gonna need another layer of that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's been made yet.
I do appreciate that the jacket didn't change at all either.
It's a good jacket.
Yeah, I'm just looking over here at the jacket that I've worn since 10th grade. I'm just like, yep.
Yes.
It's a good
A
jacket.
man will find one piece of clothing that's a good piece of clothing and wear that for the rest of their life.
Until it falls apart.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's men.
Do the same shit with shoes.
I do the same shit with socks, and boy do I go through socks.
I wish there were socks that could last me more than 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. My shoes eat them.
My shoes definitely eat them, yeah. Especially back in the day when I did lots of patrolling with my boots. Oh, I went through socks so fucking fast.
Wait, okay, so I've skimmed it, this story.
Yeah.
On their very first day of creating teams, they're talking about the face each other, go to fucking Vale literally like next week. This is literally all this is happening on the day that they've made teams. Everyone knows each other, everyone's apparently friends.
I'm sorry, we didn't get anything you just said. You cut out.
So, all of this,
Yeah.
their teams and everything, this is the very first day of teams.
Yes.
And they're already deciding about who's going to patrol and facing. They've basically skipped months fucking.
Oh, so the author of this story doesn't realize that season 1 and 2 were the span over several months.
Yes,
that's
they have
fair
literally
because
made it that it's in 1 day or a week.
Yeah, that's admittedly that is fair because Rooster Teeth did a terrible fucking job of making that clear too.
And there is like 8 different fucking.
And
OC
I believe
teams.
I said to Max about 6 years ago. I said, Max, someone eventually is going to come around and write fan fiction of Ruby, not knowing the time periods that occurred in the seasons.
Yeah, we that happened super quick.
I mean,
that wasn't even that wasn't even like, oh, it's gonna happen. It's like, Nikki, that's already happening.
Oh god, the ending author's note gives all the OCs for this Team Luna fucking theme songs.
Oh, of course it does. Anyway, so Lance Takahashi, 17-year-old Boar Wonder. His name means advanced aura mastery and augmentation. Not really.
You'll never guess what Lance's theme song is.
Sailor Moon.
No, Rivers in the
But
desert.
yeah, no, the
with
seasons did
lyrics.
not do a
with
good
lyrics.
job of making it clear when
Sure.
they took
Yeah.
place. No real sense of time.
The boy was 6 feet tall. Wow, he's tiny.
At 16, yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about for Ruby. Like everyone's 8 feet tall in Ruby.
Really?
I mean, actually, most people are average sized, and then there's the giants like Ironwood, standing
Yeah,
at like
let me get the
6'4", 6'5".
Ruby size chart.
Yeah, Sneaky's kind of exaggerating. They're actually like average, like Western heights. And then Ironwood
The
comes along.
tallest is
just
Junior at
this.
7 feet.
Wait, Junior? Oh God, yeah, Junior's 7 foot.
I'm looking at him.
Fucking Neo down at 4'9".
Then
Short
Nora,
stack
then
of
Ruby,
doom.
then
Neo's
Weiss,
tiny.
Penny.
And where is the 6 foot mark start around? Is that John?
I think that's roughly right. Yeah.
It looks
around
to be
John.
Sun and John, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, most people are like average Western heights, and then there's just these fucking freaks of nature on
There's
the
just
far.
Adam over here who's like 6'6". It's just like, okay.
Goodwitch, Glinda Goodwitch, Ozpen, no steel chair in the picture. Come
Yeah,
on.
but Glinda's
Yeah,
like
I don't
70% leg.
I don't know if
Yeah.
Glinda counts as well, because like she's got some heels.
A lot of these characters have heels. Weiss,
Oh
like,
yeah, no, Weiss
Ruby
is
uses
significant.
combat boots,
Weiss
but
is shorter
Weiss,
than Ruby when they're not
Yeah.
wearing their footwear.
heels and
Yeah.
Literally, one of those twin girls from Junior's club has heels as her weapon.
They both.
No, one uses claws, the other uses heel blades.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying that, but they both have heels.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
They do. I'm pretty sure Yang's is those fucking heel high pumps or whatever they are. Fucking
Yeah.
things.
I
Look like
think
boots, but they're
Yang's
heeled.
just plain ass like knee high.
No, she got
bump.
She got pumps. I'm looking at the soul size. Those are really big souls.
Wait, what is this hand drawn 5'8" shit I'm looking at here? Oh, someone. What the fuck is this? Ruby AU size.
What?
What the fuck is this?
Link.
I'm posting the picture. Posting the picture.
Link.
They've made Yang a man.
What the fuck is
What
this?
is that?
What the
Okay.
actual fuck?
What
I
the
don't-
fuck
I
is
don't
this?
What?
I don't like the energy coming off of this redesign of Blake.
This is like hyper Tumblr energy.
It's DeviantArt.
Oh,
I know.
it's worse.
I did not misspeak. This is hyper Tumblr energy.
Uh,
Hold on, I actually have quite a smorgasbord of memes to reply to this with.
Oh, great. Sneaky's got to find the perfect one now.
I do. I actually have to find them.
Okay.
It's my reaction memes. And
think I
it's
found a better
my
height. Yeah.
delete this meme section. Yeah, I've actually organized my memes.
I found a better height chart going off what it looks like with the shoes and shit. At least it's only for the team Juniper and Ruby.
Oh yeah, there we go. Man, those damn.
Then
Blake's
those-
wearing some
that-
fucking heels.
Weiss is fucking short.
She is.
She is. Which is hilarious because she's older than Ruby.
Yep. By 2
Damn.
years.
Pierre really
Ruby's
being
also
out
Jessia.
here, just wanting to get dominated by the 6 foot monster.
Probably. That's probably one of the reasons she has to look up at him. And Nora probably goes with Ren just 'cause she just likes climbing on shit.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes.
Anyway, so I do have to end that thread here. We will continue.
Fair enough. I'll kill myself with alcohol.
Godspeed. Let's see here. Yeah, Lance Takahashi, a 6 foot powerhouse of aura mastery and augmentation, with piercing green eyes that saw through the messy dark hair black as night sky. with a firm jawline, framed by the locks of other strong facial features that I can't describe because I don't have them and my dick is tiny. The man wore...
Bro saw Fan and Harry Potter and decided he wanted...
He wanted in on that? Yeah.
Ah, yes, the can.
Yep.
He wore simple clothing, and his weapon was Twilight's Edge. It was the name of his sword that was longer than a normal katana. And it was a dark black, mechanically wired electric current that caused this sword to resonate on wavelengths that caused it to glow purple when charged.
This is the fucking beam katana from No More Heroes.
Yes. It was capable of cutting through grime armor.
Apparently it's grime, not grim. Yeah, he gets spelling wrong. Instead of scope out, he puts scoop out later on.
He puts his scoop out. I
they scoop out
extend my scoop.
I spin me scoop.
I put on my wizard robe and cap and extend my scoop 9 feet.
God damn it.
I mean, if you want to roll for it, you can do it.
Imagine the wizard that only has one job, and it's to defeat the final boss, an ice cream monster.
Have you guys ever seen The Adventures of the Noble Knight?
No.
It's a giant shitpost where this guy just has some pretty terrible cosplay overall, but it's supposed to be kind of terrible, so it's not like it's supposed to be taken seriously. And it's called Noble Knight Adventures, I believe, is the exact channel name. And it just has Merlin the Wizard, and Merlin's a giant fucking weeb. So his spells, instead of like fireball, are like turns a person into a body pillow and then enchants the body pillow to fly. so he can ride it away.
Wow.
I mean, to be fair, if a weeb ever got wizard powers, that is exactly what they would do.
Or his spell Aborticus, which teleports someone else to teleport someone to somewhere else.
No.
No, location not guaranteed.
The channel originally started because it was a multi-posting channel that eventually found a set of videos that everyone really liked seeing, so he just was like, alright, fuck it, I'm just going to do that now. But it was a series of videos originally of the knight trying to do talk-based roleplay D&D with Merlin, the wizard. And, you know, Merlin the wizard was always like, well, I roll to find MILFs in my area. I rolled a 19. Do I find any MILFs? And, you know, obviously the DM being the knight being like, no, you don't find any MILFs. We're in a dungeon.
What if they're dungeon?
Oh, wait, yes, I know this guy. I've seen the fucking shorts.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure you have. They're great. He has some really great ones where he's just like, my spell makes you dance and then you vaporize and shit.
Or the wizard's going past because, well, the knight is fucking surrounded and just makes shit die with a rainbow explosion to the sound of armor.
Yes, that one was great. Go ahead and post it if you see it.
Oh, where is it?
I need a prayer. gimme. Oh, God. So, no, actually, that nose is still here, and while he's still here and isn't storming off in a fit of anger, relevant to Ruby and relevant to fanfiction, I actually have a deviation to our current subject. So,
you can literally not make me more angry than I have been today.
Disney has purchased Ruby, and therefore Ruby is part of the greater Kingdom Hearts universe, and so therefore Ruby could end up in Kingdom Hearts.
fucking can't get worse.
There's so much to write.
Fuck it. Let Nomura write it. It literally cannot get much worse than it currently is. Let Nomura write it. I've said before, he probably would do a better job because all he knows how to do is roll of cool, and that's fucking it.
So yeah, what we were saying is my idea for it, and you know, Crow or whoever it was wanted the commission signed to do it a little bit differently. My idea for it was that Ruby ends up post season 9 in the greater Kingdom Hearts universe and becomes a jaded drunkard who has to run around with her powers, who are now her younger version of herself. So all of her
she
aura
becomes a mentor to her younger self.
Yeah, so effectively it's the older self has the weapon and, you know, like the know-how, but her younger self has all of the aura, all of the semblance, all of like the silver eye powers and all of that shit. And still has the whole I want to be a hero phase going on. And she has to reconcile the fact that she's changed a significant amount, that she was really fucking stupid as a younger child. In shitpost, yeah. And you know,
Aura.
eventually do the whole Kingdom Hearts arc of accepting her past and regaining her powers and...
I mean, if it works.
Ah, yes.
Also, where's this news that apparently they bought it?
It's because of the no, it's because of the Disney owns this company, which owns that company, which owns that company, which owns Rooster Teeth, which owns Ruby.
WB bought Rooster Teeth, and Disney owns like WB or some shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
I
the
mean-
WB studio.
A dive to the heart wouldn't be remiss at this point.
That's
Honestly, there's some shit that's been weird with this shit. No, fuck it. I can fucking say it. Fuck it. Monkey paw. Monkey paw. Let's go. Fuck you. Monkey paw.
Oh god.
Tetsuya Nomura makes a new Ruby game.
The fucking dance at the end.
Yeah. I love it.
It just kills you because you're not ready for it.
It just reminds me of the caramel dancing.
Yes, yes.
Harry had a vagina. Wait, can't say that word.
No, you can't. Regulus, a gallant man, standing strong and tall at 6'3", with a strong chin, gazing into the horizon.
Can you take a guess at what the character name Regulus is? What kind of faunus he is?
He might be a lion faunus.
Probably a
How'd you know?
By his lion mane dreadlocks that haloed his head.
I love the fact that I'm pretty sure Atlas has a canonical lion faunus and they didn't use that.
Yeah, he had strong bone structure for a face.
Firm jaw.
He had strong bones for a face.
Imagine
Did
having
he
a
open
face.
bones?
Yes, he unlocked his bones.
I thought he just summoned a whole bunch of skeletons.
No,
These
you see,
bones,
it's
these
actually about
bones.
unlocking the bones.
Such a
There's
good
magic
idiot.
in them bones.
His eyebrows were thick, with his right eyebrow pierced with a black ring, and his eyes were soulless, because, you know, he was a faunus. His skin...
Oh, I was not expecting you to slip that in.
His skin was that of a brown, raining smooth without defect. What?
A brown, raining, smooth what?
Hold
A
on. Hold
brown,
on.
raining smooth without defect.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Stay dry below
I
the
was
snow.
drinking when you made that joke. Fuck you, Aura.
I don't know if this is a yaoi author. There's nothing showing it.
He had a broad
Oh, yep, no,
torso.
never mind. Yep, Yusuke Midori. Green.
He had
Who
a
the hell is that?
broad torso
No.
with black leather vest, a symbol of roaring lion's head with slash over left eye. Under vest were series of belts strapped to his lower torso, crisscrossing.
Oh, the Final Fantasy dress code.
He has the
Yep.
Final Fantasy dress code.
Wrong, not enough belts.
Look, I know we were just talking about Nomura, but come on, man. He's moved on from belts. Now he's doing plaid.
Yeah.
He's also doing
not enough
zippers.
belts. Not enough belts.
We don't
There's
talk
only
about
one.
that.
You need 4. You need at least 4 belts to be the Final Fantasy.
You need at least 12 zippers to be a Kingdom Hearts character.
Yep. 4 belts for Final Fantasy, 12 zippers for Kingdom Hearts.
And when you show
And
up in
about-
Kingdom Hearts as a Final Fantasy character, you get 12 zippers added to your belts.
Yep. And you need at least an entire leather suit
Yeah,
of clothing.
if you don't like GIMP, you're about to.
Yeah.
This is why Lulu is the best Final Fantasy character with a belt made entirely of dresses. I mean, a dress
Right.
made entirely of belts. God damn it!
My
Who's this?
belt's made of dresses.
Yeah, who's this? Wait, which Final Fantasy character has that again?
Yeah, Kaz is asking for professional interest.
What now?
The character
I-
with the belt dress.
Because I missed the name.
Yeah,
Yep,
we
still
Final
don't.
have-
Fantasy X.
We,
Oh,
yeah.
10? Oh, Lulu. Lulu. Yeah,
His
just made up.
skin was a brown smooth without defect. His gat lance was a night lance that transforms into a Gatling gun.
I mean, that makes more sense than the Purse Gatling gun.
It does, except lances are meant to break.
True.
I mean, unless you're going with the hyper fantasy all metal night lance,
Yeah.
then I guess, but you're still having a lance whose main effect is to pierce, with its massively degraded ability to pierce due to the fact you have a Gatling gun surrounding it.
Mm.
So
Apparently, no.
I don't know.
Apparently, it transforms into a Gatling gun. So I think it might be in the giant head. It like pops open, maybe, or something.
Yeah, except like you can,
I can't.
unless you're using Ruby tier bullshitium. Everyone else's weapons appear to be more or less an actual transforming object. Ruby just has bullshitium tier pocket space where her crescent rose goes.
Yeah.
So if we're operating on everyone else but Ruby's weapons, then the lance would effectively just like maybe the barrels would be a little bit buried into the stem of the lance, but it would still you wouldn't be able to bury them entirely because the barrels have to be thick enough to actually fire the bullet still.
Damn it! Now it's stuck in my head.
Gimme,
One
gimme,
of
gimme, gimme.
Those
A man in the mirror.
Yeah,
You need-
belt dresses.
do they need a
Right,
hero?
I forgot about that.
Why not a Valkyria Chronicles lance?
So yeah, I really don't like. Oh yeah, Coco also has bullshitium for her weapon. I don't like that
Yeah.
either. I like the Bloodborne style of transforming weapon.
Yes.
I don't like bullshitium. My weapon just turns into different objects. I think that's silly. I think it's stupid. I think it massively undercuts your ability to make cool looking, if impractical,
Yeah.
weapons. I don't know. That's
Like-
just my.
Like Blake's pistol, knife, sword, ribbon thing.
I
sorta
fucking hate
makes- It's bad, but it sort of makes sense compared to the
really
bullshit.
fucking hate it.
I fucking hate it so much.
Everyone kind of fucking hates him. I think.
Yeah.
Yangs are worse. Yangs are much worse.
Yeah, that shit should
Yangs
be
are
taking off.
so much worse.
I mean, Blake's at least makes sense.
Blake at least has a weapon. Yang has...
Shotguns on her arms that's not ripping them off.
No, not even that. She has gauntlets with have a shotgun shell inside them, and they just like go off? Question mark? Like they're not even like knuckles. It's not even like a pressure on the knuckle sets them off or anything. They just like go off somehow, and
When
she
she
just has
punches.
them floating around her wrist. Like she's not even bracing them on her arm or anything. It's just they just float around her wrist.
Wait, I thought there was like a thing that goes up, so it shows off where the ammo goes. She puts it around it, and then it goes back down, and she cocks it. I
Yes.
thought I've seen that.
Yes, that is a thing.
I didn't think it floated around her arm.
No,
It
it
doesn't
didn't
float.
float. What I'm saying is it's not flush against
Yeah.
her skin. It's there's
Oh,
she has wiggle room on both of her wristbands.
Yeah.
There's a little wiggle room.
There's a lot of wiggle room. That's at least like a half an inch on each side.
Mm.
But then again, if it's braced against the arm further up, it would
But
be
it's not
fine.
though. It's
It's
pointed.
not though. It's literally just around her hands and wrists. It's not. I don't think it even goes up to her elbows.
It doesn't.
It's not.
Actually, I think it may be braced from the where it wraps around her palm.
It doesn't wrap around her palm.
I
No,
think
it goes over the
to
knuckles.
glove.
It literally.
It-
you can
wait, it
still
goes
see
over
her
the knuckles?
hands, it's over
Where?
the knuckles. When it turns into the shotgun mode. I
No, it
believe.
doesn't.
Really?
I'm looking at it right now. It doesn't. It just adds a little
Oh no!
pointed
Yeah,
piece.
it doesn't. It's literally just over the top. Fuck.
Yeah. It's
And
literally
there's nowhere
just
for it to go off.
Yeah, there's nowhere for it to go off. For some reason, it's fucking pointed and spiked. I don't like. There's nowhere to brace it. She is literally like eating massive kinetic energy into the crook of her elbow with every punch.
Atin is the Fire Emblem one, right? So I should post this. I just looked up Ember Celica and someone did a Ruby Fire Emblem one.
Oh my god. Ruby's scythe was also terrible because it's a multi-bladed scythe, which makes no fucking sense, because the whole point of a scythe, if you're gonna really cut someone with it, is that you cut someone
Yeah.
with it as a curved blade, swinging it at a certain angle. And that's fine. I think it's dumb, but it's fine, it looks cool, whatever. Hers is double-bladed, which means there is a gap that isn't cutting. And then the back of her scythe, instead of being like a hollow thing where the blades are like, it's like, you know, scythe tip is where the two blades get attached to, and then it's the two blades, and then it's, you know, the stem of her scythe. Instead of doing that, it's literally got a back to it. So when she tries to cut something, it's literally going to just chunk into that object, and then that's it. Like, it can't cut through the object because it's going to build up a material behind the blades, and now the scythe can't transform anymore either.
I can kind of see the. I don't know why it's got a sharp bit on the back, to be honest, unless she's using it as a scope when she shoots in that form. But
So
It's already got
I
one,
can actually
so-
answer that. It's supposed to be a counterweight.
counterweight? Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually. Because I was thinking maybe she was using it as a scope, but then I also see further down
But
there is still a scope.
it's a counterweight on the original design. It's not a counterweight on her weapon. On her weapon, it's just there to look cool.
Oh, wait, you mean the back end on the scythe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She actually uses that. Like, when whipping it around the other direction, she does use it.
I feel like something.
Does she? When?
You see it in a few of the animations when she goes all spinny. She doesn't actually flip the scythe over, she uses the back of the blade.
Oh.
Alright, well.
That's
I still don't
dumb.
like her scythe. It's still. I really do not like the idea of high impact bladed weapons being used generally to be attached to a highly mechanical engineered firearm.
It is 100% rule of cool because anytime you actually used it,
Yeah.
unless it was made of some kind of super material, you'd be ruining the barrel.
Well, not only
Actually,
that, it's
I
also
think I
the
can
rest
kind
of.
of.
Yeah,
I'm looking at Ember Celica,
Yeah.
sorry, and I think I can kind of, if you put dust into the equation, see how that shoots, but I also don't see how it goes to the next bullet. Because if
yeah.
you've got a
There's no
tiny bit of fire
ejector.
dust,
Yeah, there's. It just makes no fucking sense.
because if you've got a tiny bit of fire dust, I could kind of see that being used with aura to ignite it and shoot it out.
Yes,
I don't see
yes,
how it goes to the
yeah,
next
you
bullet.
could do that, and I do accept that as a viable firing method. But in talking about Ruby Scythe specifically, I don't
Yeah.
like it because Ruby Scythe is not a bolt action. It is a
No.
semi-automatic, which means there's a lot of moving parts at the one end of her scythe.
Wrong.
Mm,
It's both.
yeah, it's both.
She has
Well-
bolt action and she has semi, and both are built into the scythe mode itself and run into the compacted
Okay,
rifle
yes,
mode.
but that's classic of the Beretta. That
Yeah.
the Barrett
Bullshit.
50 cal that literally has you have the ability to bolt action cycle it, even though it is a
Yeah.
semi-auto. That I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm talking specifically the fact that it has the semi-auto mechanisms inside the rifle makes
Yeah.
it far more delicate machinery than a single simple bolt action rifle.
Yeah, it should have
yeah,
just been
yeah.
bolt action. It should have just been bolt action in my opinion, because
No,
that would have
no,
made more sense.
No, it
I
doesn't.
think-
It wouldn't
I
make more
think
sense though
it's-
because it would make Gunfu way harder. And you know, I
Yeah,
get it. Rule
actually,
of
yeah.
cool, massive. You know, bolt action would be more resilient. But
Actually,
No. Actually, you're wrong there, Sneaky. Look at the AK for your example on this as the most resilient semi-auto and fully auto weapon in the world, basically. Semi-auto is actually very, very, very fucking resilient, even more so than a bolt action.
actually, do you know who I respect on Ruby for their weapon choice? Yatsuhashi and his sword Fulcrum, because it is literally just
yeah,
big blade.
I do like that. Yeah, yeah.
John's actually got a
I
decent
do like that
sword
one.
chip combo.
Yeah, I don't like John's upgraded sword because they put the shield on the sword and it turns into somehow a bigger sword.
I
No,
like
that-
the Buster sword idea, but I don't like that being the shield.
Yeah, I
Like-
I don't get me wrong, I like the bigger sword idea. I
Mm,
mean, I am the one that went out and made Adam's weapon in the AU, the fucking Kirk hammer. I like the ideas, and you can get away with a little bit of it because the rule of cool and aura and all that shit. It's
Yes.
just some of the designs I just really, really don't like.
You know, I'm looking at it, and is the only two weapons that fully make sense that is both gun and sword is Ren's
Yeah.
fucking whatever SMG
Yeah.
things,
And
knuckle
javelin.
things. Yeah, and Pyrrha's weapon.
Yeah, that's what I say. And then the javelin. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense,
Yeah,
yes.
it's I'll accept Pyrrha's weapon more simply because of any sort of internal jam she could actually probably train to correct with her magnetism.
Mm.
Rule of cool it.
Nora's is just fucking stupid.
Nora's is actually really, really good. I like it.
It's good, but it's stupid.
Nora's has enough lack of moving parts in the weapon that I'll believe it.
It's based on the fuck it MGL. Fuck.
It's the M32.
No, it's not the M32. It's I forget what it is. Anyway, it's actually a really resilient grenade launcher.
Yeah, I can get that, but I just don't get seeing her swing that hammer once and not having every single thing fucking go off. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
I made the same
Actually,
comment
yes.
back in the day.
Alright, because those are not. Alright, those grenades are not like rimfire or anything. A 40mm grenade is just an oversized fucking pistol cartridge. You have to hit the primer for it to go off. Any amount of shock is not going to set that fucker off. You have to strike the primer, and if she's just hitting shit with it, it's not going to go off. Oh, a mill core, that's what it's based off of.
Yeah.
Yeah, an Milcore MGL.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't. Like I said, I don't have a lot of issue with Nora's. What?
Just what I wrote, Cardins. Because I don't want to say it because of how stupid it sounds.
Yeah, it's dumb. Yeah, the fucking Sauron mace. Hey guys, he's evil.
Yeah. Cardin. Because it reminds me of the fucking Jorginho Omaki that he did.
They're playful with each other. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm getting yaoi vibes.
Yep.
The thing is, this person exclusively, from what I've seen, favorited straights and doesn't gay. That's the thing. Except maybe I think that's what's weird. It reads like gay vibes, but I don't think this author actually is.
Impressive.
Interesting. So anyway, and then the third one had a jacket with fur around the collar. Do you think fur around the collar is like racist to Faunus?
100%. 100% it is.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit racist.
It is literally a human symbol disguised so that Faunus know, oh fuck, stay away.
No. The warm breeze, leather coat. Oh, of course he had a leather coat that whipped behind him as his stance stood firm, not wavering against the winds of nature. As he stood at a heaping 5'8".
Wait,
Fucking
we've had
manlet.
one Final Fantasy character, and now we've got the Kingdom Hearts character.
Yeah. Under his fur coat was a wife beater. I think I figured out why he was cold. Tucked into black pants with large amounts of zippers.
Yep, and a few pockets.
His pants were then tucked into his battle boots with red crimson eyes and smooth black hair.
Adamantium metal Tom.
Excuse the fuck out of you?
Don't worry,
That's
they were made of
apparently what this
titanium.
No, they're adamantium.
They're made out of a titanium alloy.
Fuck off.
They're made out of Aenis's copper.
Yeah, so his tonfas were no ordinary tonfas. They were made of adamantium tonfas. And the tonfas had energy blades. Okay.
Fucking dumb.
And the other boy that was behind him had a yellow duster coat. He was a fucking manlet who wore a t-shirt under a white coat with blue pants and black captain boots.
Captain Boats.
Captain boats, yeah.
Not boots, boats.
Boats. He was wearing whole-ass boats on his feet.
Okay.
2 teeth stuck out of his mouth as he smiled. Oh, jeez, dude, you should get a fucking dentist on that shit. Damn.
They're saying it's the fangy thing.
Yeah, I know. He had
Nah, it's the
short, red,
Hermione
spiky hair with red-black highlights and 3 red lines and 3 more red lines, and he had some more red with 2... and his pants had gun holsters on them that held flintlock pistols with bayonets attached.
Fuck!
And the guns could be used as boomerangs.
I can't. No, you do not get to use
You
my
people.
fucking shit. Fuck you.
That's adopting my culture.
No. Yes, you can make him so red that it seems like some of fucking NTR Tai Yang, but you cannot use store.
Oh, holy shit. He's got flintlock. Why would you use a flintlock?
Because
Fuck
reason.
boomerang.
He's got flintlock bayonet boomerangs.
You know what? I hope that comes back around and stabs him in.
How the fuck does that even work?
Boomerangs return when you throw them. Duh. And it's got a blade at the end.
Of course.
God damn.
And I turned to see Sun Wukong, who was dressed really hot, and I'm going to go into extreme depth about the entirety of Sun's team and how hot they are. And then the more people showed up, and they're also really hot.
There's all
Okay,
the
Arthur.
Yeah, this author is having NPCs show up, and it like freeze frames, and then it goes into their exacting statistics about their exact looks. And he's doing this for literally
Yeah.
every NPC that shows up in his story. Team Arab, are you shitting me, author?
What?
What the fuck?
Yes, there's Team Arab. Yes.
Oh no.
And they're all
Oh,
faunus. Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Did they? Are they from? Fuck. Are they from?
Vacuo.
Vacuo.
Maybe.
Just like Sun.
No.
Remove this affront to Effie Echo. Should I? Adam wants me to remove that fucking fire emblem.
They're
Pick
all bird faunus. Oh no, they're flying! Oh no, they're
Oh.
coming from Beacon Towers! Oh no!
Oh no!
A second
no,
faunus
Sun's
has hit
clone
the
is on their
towers!
back! Oh no, Sun's clones are on their back! Oh
Your
god!
Majesty, there's been a second bus.
Jesus.
Your Majesty, there was a second bird faunus. Oh god, they're all birds.
Always gotta be at least one every week. One of those jokes.
But don't worry about that third building that fell down. It's okay.
The
Yeah.
sparrow faunus uses a golden circlet on her head called the halo beam.
What?
Don't worry about
What?
it. And the Tessin War fans, this dude plays fucking goddamn Kenshi.
Uh,
Oh, hey, it's your people.
You will only receive fucking context if you're here, Aura. You will not receive context without being here.
wait. All three of them have their name. One's called Halos, and the other three all are Halo. What?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
What?
Robin's weapon was called the Flame of Heaven, and she had the Umi Spear, and he used the Angel Katana Blade. And you see Sento's legendary Japanese katana, because apparently Japan exists in this AU. In the legendary katana, it allows him to use his aura on the weapon, unlike everyone else's weapons, allowing it to cut harder.
Also, fucking the Umi Spear is literally just a rip-off from Bleach. It's literally just
Yeah.
a Bleach weapon.
It's just a bleach weapon. A machete blade bow staff.
That's dumb.
Team Arab was ready and started running towards Team Lunar. Oh no, Team Lunar, run! They're coming.
Oh no.
You know what though? I will do respect for calling Team Luna and not having a single dog faunus to make a werewolf joke.
That's fair. You know what? That's fair.
That's a missed joke.
It's a joke you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they'll introduce Alpha, Beta, Omega thing.
Oh no, ew.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, not too interested now, are you?
No.
Yeah,
God damn it.
yeah. A machete bow staff, so just a naginata? Yes, but it's a machete
it's-
bow staff. Don't
But
And
it's,
It's also Ikaku's 3-point staff thing from Bleach, you know, that
Yeah.
can just separate.
Yeah.
you mean just a fucking what's it
Yeah.
called?
It's literally, just a weapon.
It's
Don't worry.
just a normal weapon, yes.
Yeah. And so they're fighting, and I really couldn't give a fuck about them fighting. And he transformed his lance where it got shorter.
Mm.
And the drill at the end of his lance enabled. Wait, what? What?
It's apparently a Gatling lance gun. It's a Monster Hunter with a Gatling. Mine.
And then 4 long barrels extended from the lance drill, and his lance was now a Gatling gun, so he started shooting them. Wait, what?
The fucking stupid.
What? 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 What?
I think you're asking the wrong questions.
I'm surprised I didn't have to do this for. Don't worry about it. Actually, never mind. Our Ruby was all canon, so also we didn't have to fucking say that.
Is this some sort of God Eater weapon? Yes.
Probably.
He tossed his boomerangs into the rift, and before Aqua was jumping out, he could catch the rift blades, came out of the rift, and they slashed her through the rift, and they slashed her twice, making her stop because she was hit twice. And then Nolarona caught the guns he threw, and then quickly shot 6 bullets into the rift with his flintlock pistols, which apparently use magazines.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
Don't worry about it. Why did I fucking find this fic? Why is it always the Ruby fics I find that you fucking go and read? I don't even read Ruby except for on this fucking stream.
Your suffering has not been enough. Suffer more.
Why must you make us suffer so?
Robin started to launch multiple slashes at Uzi's body and head, but Uzel's nimble body made quick work of this assault.
I don't like the way you read that, Sneaky.
Oh.
What's
what I
wrong?
don't get?
Are you afraid of being set on fire? She asked as she continued to swing at him.
It's weird because earlier they said all team is literally so, and now there's women.
No, Team Arab is women and Team Lunar is men. And all the women are diving suicidally at Team Lunar.
No, yeah, there were 4 boys in Team Arab. The leader was Azura Marine.
No, Team Robin's female though, isn't it?
Apparently they don't know what male and female are, but apparently in the introduction of the description of all of them, they say there were 4 boys in Team Arab.
All right then.
And then they're all female.
Yeah, they're all female.
Oh, they're stupid.
Oh no, wait, Azura Marine is apparently 19 he, not a female.
Oh, okay.
One male, 2 females.
And they're called Arab. Okay.
Mm.
I know what's going on here.
Mm.
I've read enough of the Quran to know where this is going.
There should be 72 of them.
Please do not.
Because you're
I
a
cannot
No,
believe
I
I
was
have to
right.
say this
Fuck you.
every single fucking stream.
Yeah?
But please do not. The answer here is, of course, you're going to say no.
No.
I already know what you're going to say.
No.
You fuck yourself.
She tried to pull the chain back, but it wouldn't budge, and then she noticed red aura appearing. And then the aura took the shape of a gorilla, and then it took the shape of gorilla hands, and then it manifested the shape of a gorilla. And he's like, what's wrong? Can't put your chain back? It's because my semblance lets me...
Lets you what?
My semblance lets me take on the powers and strengths of any animal I choose.
I was gonna say, if he starts using the power of rubber and gum, I'm just gonna fucking leave.
He's Beast Boy.
Yeah, basically, except
Yeah.
he doesn't turn into the animal. He's human
Do
still.
you think you have the strength to overpower a gorilla? No
So
fair.
what, is he from
Give me
Animorphs?
back my sword.
Mm.
Uzel quickly
let's-
turned his tonfas over and then pulled the triggers and is hidden inside the tonfas and gunned her down. She didn't realize her tonfas were guns, but now she does.
But with aura, you would literally be stronger than a gorilla.
Yes. Shh. Shh. Shh.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I'm very worried about it.
The bullets hit her feet, which stopped her in her tracks. Oh shit, guys. This dude learned the legendary art of shooting them non-lethally.
No.
Impossible.
Her feet were now frozen to the ground. She was about to stab her feet with her flaming sword.
Is he using ice bullets?
Yes.
Apparently, ice dust.
Uzi was not going to let her do it. He quickly dropped the chain since it was useless, and pulled out his other tonfa, also aiming it at Robin. He quickly fired both guns this time, and he decided to non-lethally shoot the blade out of her hand. And he continued to non-lethally shoot her with ice bullets until she was frozen.
Wait, this Lance guy's semblance is with super strength,
Yes.
super speed, and super strength, and that's it.
Yep. Thanks for reading, everyone. I hope you found this battle to be totally awesome. I want to post the theme songs for all the characters so you can listen to them. You can find Uzi's under Hiroki Sawano the Brave, feat vocal Yosh, epic battle music. Regulus is Noma Brain Power short version. No Lorona is Seether country song.
Yes. Yes. And Lance's Rivers in the Desert with lyrics, as in every time it.
Oh God! All right.
My God. And there is 47 chapters. Shit.
Does it get any better?
I don't
No.
know. I haven't
No.
checked, and I don't plan to.
Spoilers.
It
no.
doesn't. All right, gentlemen.
Hold on. There is a chapter called The Date.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
And Nolo, whoever that is, apparently goes on a date with Emerald.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and
Suffering
gentlemen,
continues.
it is very late. I shall release you all into the ether. We shall see you again on Tuesday, because there's always more, and it always gets worse.
Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you today or Friday, whatever the time is for you guys.
Stop!
I'm not supposed to talk about that.
It's not stopping! There's always more, and it always gets worse!